to have a 5-minute presentation. Thanks, Robert. You get to share your proposal in 5 minutes and also listen to everyone else's proposals and give them questions for 5 minutes.
Right. Okay.
Let me repeat that for everyone who just joined. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Welcome, welcome. If you are a proposer, you get an opportunity today to present your idea for 5 minutes and to be questioned on your idea for 5 minutes. What's going to happen is that we're here to celebrate all of the diverse ideas in Cardano and in Project Catalyst. And we are recording this room so that we will put your recording on the IOHK YouTube channel so that in January, is it January 6th, Robert? When does voting open? Close enough.
Robert, you're muted.
I am too. I'm not too sure actually. But about the 6th is about right.
Voting opens first week of January. So all voters will be able to see your video and get to know you, get to know your story, get to know, as Felix was just saying, why they should vote for you. And it's put on record for now till the future, and you can refer people back to that video and say, this is the video I, won or did not win. And also use that for the future. Does anyone have any questions?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm from the team review team, so we actually have 3 proposals, but we're trying to compress this in one slide. So could it take a little bit more than 5 minutes? About
the rules are everyone gets 10 minutes. You get 5 minutes to present, whether you've chosen 1 proposal or 7, and you get 5 minutes for people to ask you questions about it. And just so everyone gets a chance, we do it in that way. So it's going to be tough, but good luck.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Are there any other questions?
Yeah, as Felix said, is basically try and give in your presentation what things wouldn't necessarily be something that they can read in your proposal already. So that's why we can fit it into 5 minutes on that side of things here. Okay. Right. So do we want to kick this off? Is there any other questions or any anyone's got any more questions before we get started?
Am I on the roles, Robert?
Are you, sorry, what?
Am I on the, do you have me listed? Am I there?
Yes, you are.
You are.
Yeah. You are
okay.
indeed.
I just got to make sure.
Yeah, so we've definitely got you in here. We've got Mike and we've got you, Tim, and we've got the Vet core team. So just three presenters today for 5 minutes, 10 minutes total. Okay, so who would like to go first? Do you want to, Mike or Tim, or who wishes to go first? I can just pick, or someone can go.
I can go first. Tell me how long I have.
You have 5 minutes and I'll be starting the clock. And so tell me when you're ready and I'll kick the clock off and I'll hold you to it, Tim.
Absolutely.
Would you like me to put up my hand like this when you have 1 minute left?
Please. Yeah. That would be very helpful.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me try to get my lighting so I look good here.
And do you want to, you can present your screen or anything else like that if you want to, if you've got any slides or anything, if you want to do that.
Okay, sounds good. I'm ready.
You ready? Okay, right. Off you go then. You got 5 minutes.
Okay, great. Yeah, so my name is Tim O'Brien, and I'm a co-proposer for a proposal in the nation building DApp part. And I have 2 partners who I've known for a long time. One name is Jonathan Coe. He's a thought leader in international trade and particularly paperless trade. And that's the topic of our proposal. So we've got two other people here. One guy is the former CTO of Swift. And if you've been in the finance world outside, I've been going through Swift for a long time. And so it's a big payment company, and he's an advisor for payment. And the other guy is a friend of mine, Gerhard Eschelbeck, who's a former head of security at Google, and who I've known for a long time. So we have an excellent team. Now, tell you a little bit about what motivated the project. This is a supply chain. And for those who are not familiar with supply chain is how you track goods. Like if it's a farm supply chain, you track from the farm on the truck, to the warehouse, then maybe a packager, and then you put it on a ship. And the ship takes it to the customer, and finally you deliver it to the consumer, to the market. I've been working on a last mile supply chain in Ghana for since Fund 5, and there's a particular bottleneck, and that's when you cross a border, there's a lot of paperwork you have to do, like a foot of paperwork. And there's a solution to this, and that is digitizing the paperwork. So rather than having somebody there signing and stamping, you basically have a digitized paperwork. And there's a company working on this called Trade Trust, and they're out of Singapore. My co-founder works with them intimately, and the Trade Trust actually has like over 1,000 organizations and governments across the world. So they have customers, but they have a problem. The problem is they're running on Ethereum, which means it's very costly to use, and they have a lot of throughput. They have over 1,000 transactions a month, and Ethereum won't support that. So me and my partners have reached out to Trade Trust and said, well, let's move you to Cardano, and then you will have all the advantages of low fees and low transaction costs. And you will also have our network, where we're going to go to countries in Africa, countries in South America that actually want to move to paperless. Paperless documents actually decrease the cost by over half and increase the time, or reduce the time by half. And they're also mandated by the United Nations. So these countries want to join. We want, they're active. They know from the UN, they've been mandated to go paperless, but they don't have the resources, because it costs millions of dollars to build these paperless systems. So we're building an out-of-box, thank you. We're building an out-of-box platform that lets these countries just drop in, and they have paperless transactions. And the final point is that now the next step is to remove these bureaucratic jobs that take 50% of the revenue, and then remove the middleman costs and return it, in our case, to the farmer. So thank you for listening. And I'd really appreciate your vote. I think this is a cause that will have great impact in the challenge. So thank you very much.
Thank you for presenting, Tim. That's amazing. I'd love to know a bit more about your team. Did you say some are in this room, or what did you say?
So we have two teams. So I live in Vietnam, and I have a company in Vietnam. So we actually know the problem very well now here, because I live in the Delta region, and like we have 4 million people whose lives depend on rice farming. And but currently, because of climate change, they have to migrate to other ways of farming. So we're doing a last mile supply chain for these farmers here. And we're also working in Ghana So I have 16 members in Ghana, and we have working with like 5 farmers. And what we're going to do is work with these farmers, build their soil, take them to the market. So do everything, but the final goal of that is to have the farmer sell to the final marketplace in the US or in the UK. And in order to get the product there, right now we have to go and deliver to somebody who knows how to do all this mounds of paperwork. So the team there and the team here is trying to say, well, how do we remove that? And digitalizing the documents is the first step. Sorry if I took a long time answering.
No. Dimitri's got a question. Dimitri, do you want to ask it?
Yeah, so how does it make money for you all? How does it make money for the people who are implementing it in country, who have to go through the work of, say, like you said, introducing it in African countries or whatever? So how does it generate revenue for this?
Okay, the first thing it's going to do, when we, first of all, one of the problems with countries in the developing world, and it's certainly here true in Vietnam, that it takes so much time to ship that, you know, it's a problem with dealing business with first world countries. Like if I order a laptop from the US, it gets here in 3 days and it sits in customs for 2 weeks. So the first thing is to lower the barrier with trading with international, with countries in Europe and the US. The second phase, which I think is going to be huge, is we're going to, with digitized documents, we can actually then auto-process them. So we have the documents along our supply chain. We don't take them to a port in Accra where we had somebody called an agent who then packages them and then fills out the import, export, the bill of lading, like 20 different documents, a very specialized task, and takes out from the supply chain maybe 40% of the revenue. So if you think of from the farmer to the market, if the product is like a mango that sells for $1, the farmer may get 3 cents. The shipper may get 20 cents. The import-export person who knows how to do this paperwork may get 40 cents. So by removing the middleman, it opens up large fees. We can go around the packager, around the agent, and that means that the farmer then can realize from $1, maybe 25 or 30 cents, we hope.
Anne, you've got your hand up. You've got 1 minute left, by the way.
Thank you for that. I'm wondering whether you are aware of what's going on with the International Labor, not ITO, the trade, WTO, because like in Kenya, they have ratified that convention. Mm-hmm. And the convention is ratified for international trade, and we have the single window solution, and there's a whole trade portal. So I don't know whether you've seen that or how you relate to that and how that connects with this, because it's a huge conversation in this country concerning that trade portal, and we have a website up and running. Awesome. But my question is always, what does the ordinary person do with that information, and how does that help them? Yeah, they've gone all the way down to even the officer on the ground who you can deal with, and their name and number there. I wonder whether those names and numbers work. So I'm just curious to know, how are you interacting with that whole WTO effort to make the trade open?
Very, very good question. So my partner, Jonathan Coe, if you look at his background, he actually is the implementer of the single window. He's like the world authority on single window. And he implemented it in Kenya, I think a year ago. But he also worked in the Middle East and Singapore. So yes, single window is a big part of this, and we are moving to Kenya. We're already moving. Our next step is Kenya. And our next step is single window. So very good
Kenya-
question.
Kenya is huge on that, and there's a
That's
lot
enough.
going
Thank
on.
you.
There's a lot of conversations.
Yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
we've already just gone over the 10-minute mark, so great. Can we carry this on before, after these idea fests would be absolutely great, because I'd like to hear about this, Tim. So
I've also put his proposal in the chat.
Yes, I will place it in the chat.
And
anybody, feel free to reach out to me, and I may actually take down your names and reach out to you as well. So I think it sounds like we're very aligned here.
Cool.
And for all the questioners, please keep in mind, try to formulate your questions as short as possible, that we have the time to answer them.
Yeah.
Answers good.
Okay, so who would like to go next? The Vet Core team, how about you? Is that correct? You're wanting to present? Yeah, you've got on the list here. Are you ready to go, or?
Yeah, I'm ready. Can I share the screen?
Yes.
Because I have a PDF PowerPoint. Okay.
If you get that up, and then I'll start the timer based on that for you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Can you see my share screen?
We can. We're all good to go. So, if you want to set that going, get it all ready.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you 5 minutes starting from now.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Quang from VitCore team, and right now we will bring out to you the proposal name project evaluation website. That's our team is vcoincheck.io, like this behind me. Okay, and the problem here we want to solve is you can see in the blockchain right now we have a lot of projects, and you can see we have a lot of scam project with a great marketing content, because they focus on the marketing to reach to the as much as people they can to show them about the project. So they want to steal the money from everyone. So we see we have a lot of scam project out there. And the second is a lot of people in our community, they don't know how to evaluate a project is good or not, because they don't know what is the most important thing in a good project and a scam project. They have to get away. And number three is we have a lack of multi-dimensionals and objective information, because like I said before, a lot of scam projects, they want to marketing so much, they're so good at that, so they just go everywhere and they say good about them, but they actually a scam project. So that's why we want to solve that by vcoincheck.io. That's a website to evaluate the project, to everybody can avoid the scam project and they can invest their money in the good project. So how we do that? We make a question set with a lot of questions. You can join to the vcoincheck.io to answer the question. Some basic question like overview, established day, country, blockchain platform, what's their mission, vision, and what is the project intend to do, what problem they want to solve, or who did it. Like example, like when I see the Cardano, I see the Charles Hawkinson, like example like that, and I believe in him. So we have to figure out a lot of information to know what they are a scam project or not, with a lot of question like that, and you will answer the question to know that's a scam project or a good project. And by the way, who we are. We are a VitCore team. You can see the name of us, and we have done a lot of videos to sharing to the community of Vietnamese about a lot of project in Cardano blockchain and in another blockchain platform like Solana, or a lot of project will launch next time in the Cardano, like Sunday, Genius Yield. Yeah, we do it a lot, and we're sharing with the community about the project is what is good and what is bad about that. And how do we know when we have a lot of questions? How do we know what is good project or scam project? Is that right? We don't know. So that's why we have a lot of like a signal, like scam project usually have a signal to recognize. Example, like some scam project will say, hey, I will do staking mechanism, but they actually do a lending or borrowing. And we can see like that if we know a little bit about the information about the blockchain or the knowledge about the blockchain. And number two, we don't determine the content on the website, because everybody will come to our website to answer the question by themselves. So that's why the content of the website is from everyone. We don't post the content. Everyone will do that. Community will do that. So that information is so objectively and diverse. So so that's why we always said to my investor is you have to take responsibility for your future finance, and the best way is get more knowledge and more information from a lot of source, not by the project give you. Okay, so we have a lot of here, but I think we don't have enough time to say. And if you have time, you can join to our link of our proposal, and you will see that, and you watch that, and you can give us a question. Yes, thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I have linked your proposal below in the chat. Does anyone have any questions?
About 5 minutes for questions. Has anyone got any at all? Yeah. Okay, I'll have a few. So I'm just trying to understand here in terms of, you've got appear to be two aspects to the website design. One is a series of questions for the investor to figure out whether or not a site is scamish or a project is scamish by stepping them through a set of questions. But also the ability, am I correct, for someone to be able to then look up an existing web project and see whether or not it's scamming. Is that correct?
Can you say the question again?
Two questions. One is people coming to your site and answering questions to assess if it is a scam site or not. And the second bit is that they can find effectively crowdsourced information about the website. Is that correct?
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what prevents someone from putting up scammy information about their own project?
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, like you said, because this is content from the community, everyone can put the content on that. Everyone can answer the question, and then they can put the fake information in that. Is that right? Yeah, that's a big problem. And how we solve that? We're gonna have a lot of like rate 1 star to 5 star for any assessment in our website. And in the first round, in the beginning, we have to do it by hand. Our team will check first, because in the first, we don't have too much evaluation in our website. So that's why we can check it by hand. But in the next round, we're gonna do is like we're gonna give some benefit and some punishment, benefit and punishment. When you do it, the scam information is fake information, the community will figure out that. And by the way, if you give a good information, the community will give you a reward. Like if you just give a fake information, your reputation will low. But if you give a good information and communities knows that, they will give you a reward and the star, and you will be rare. Your reputation will higher. And next, your evaluation about a project will be better than the people try to make a fake information.
Okay, John, do you want to ask your question? You've got your hand up.
Yes. So you mentioned about people can submit their responses and their evaluations. How do you stop bot-like kind of swarming in, either destroy a coin or promote a coin?
Yeah, that's right. Like you said, we are a platform like Wikipedia. You can see that the same mechanism like Wikipedia. Everybody can write on that, even bot, even like that. Or we gonna figure out we can use the capture or some technique to prevent that. But like you said, if some people they try to make a scam, they try to make a fake information, they will have a lot of way. But you see the Wikipedia is still alive right now. Yeah, so I believe that the amount of people, good people out there is also enough to we balance with that, because this is open for everyone. They can change, they can put their information, they can put their ID on that. And I believe in that. If we have enough, the community, big enough community, everything will balance. And the people join to our website, they can evaluate by themselves to understand what is good and what is not good, because information is a lot. And our website, like I said to you, like here, you have to take responsibility for your future finance. That's mean we just give you information, and you have to choose and you have to filter from a lot of view of information, good information, bad information, and community will help you to bring that to you. And your ability, you have to have ability to check for your future finance, because no one done that for you. Yeah, so we just provide the information. And by the way, we try to make it better every day.
Okay,
yeah, actually.
Cool. Thank you so much. That's time. Keep your questions for afterwards, because there's a few questions that people want to have. So maybe after the next round into the session, keep those questions around and people can ask you for them. So thank you very, very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
The last person up is Mike, I think. Yes, Mike, if you'd like to.
That's probably me.
Yeah,
Hi.
cool. So if you want to stop sharing your screen and let Mike, do you need to share the screen at all?
Yep. Try to figure out if this is working. Whoop.
Okay. And then I will tell me when you're ready, and then I'll start the timer off for you.
All right. This is. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Ready?
So I'm ready. Yeah.
Cool. 5 minutes starts now.
Cool. So, hello everyone. Yeah, my name is Mike Dietrich. I'm a Plutus and Prism pioneer, and a musician, a teacher, and a cultural scientist. And I have started the Edutainment Collective at the start of this year. Yeah, Edutainment is really just a collective of international and interdisciplinary people. And we are dedicated to creating tools and game-based learning applications for the Cardano ecosystem. And we already got some funding for the concept phase of our language learning game. That is that one. So this is a play-to-learn and earn game for language learning. So our game is an MMO, meaning that it can support hundreds of thousands of people playing together in persistent worlds at the same time. We start with 14 languages, 14 that we think are of special importance for Cardano. And these are, you can read them at the top, but I read them out. It's English, Standard Chinese, Standard Arabic, French, Spanish, Russian, Indonesian, German, Hindi, Portuguese, Swahili, Amharic, Oromo, and Japanese. And yeah, each language has its own world that is built and inhabited by the community. And each world is also governed by its DAO, and which is formed out of first language speakers and high-level players. And this DAO, they moderate and regulate their world together to ensure quality content and shape it to the liking. You can see it like here, the little islands, all the different languages. And yeah, at the center of our concept is really game-based learning. So, and because we believe that digital games are actually ideal learning environments, and Good games are designed for active learning because nothing works without you. If you just stand there, nothing will happen. Everything is only there for you to create your own story, not like in a movie where it just keeps going. You can navigate with your own avatar in a clearly structured world or subject and follow your own path and interest. So you can set your own pace and repeat anything as often as you want without having to face possibly life-inhibiting consequences when you fail. So failure is not a bad thing in games. It's part of the way. In games, you can also explore different possibilities and outcomes and experiment in a safe and guided space, which is often really impossible in the real life. Good games are also extremely good at creating intrinsic motivation, not extrinsic. That is, if you get a reward, but intrinsic if the motivation is you want to do it yourself. And this is really the most crucial factor for prolonged and self-directed learning. And yeah, and also you get immediate feedback and you can clearly see your progress. So our game is designed to share the learning experience in a social and inclusive ecosystem that crosses cultural and national boundaries. So you can practice, meet, and create or play together with your friends or strangers. And that means you can also always find someone that you can practice together with, and you do not need to find a tandem somewhere on the internet and pay them. But you just find them as another player. Value, as we are a blockchain game, we are play to earn, but also free to play. And meaningful participation and contribution, it gets rewarded with the game currency, which is also our native token. And yeah, we make this magic happen in that we redistribute all the revenue streams. So all the revenue streams get exchanged to ADA, and they get put into a treasury. And this treasury serves as like a reserve where you can redeem that value with your native tokens. We also have several versions of virtual land inside the game. So for example, reputable DAO members get assigned a plot of land for free and that they can build upon or rent out. And yeah, some public land also gets auctioned off in regular intervals for a set period of time to prevent monopolies. And community is really, as we said, at the core of the project. All content and the value is created by the community, and it's also managed collectively. So each world needs to form their own language team, and that is happening right now. And yeah, that is responsible for the content creation. These get rewarded in a fair share of the initial token supply. And edutainment is only building tools and support structures like intuitive editors, guidelines, and best practices to enable and empower as many users as possible.
Cool. Extra time, Mike. So yeah. 5 minutes up, it goes too really quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah, it goes too quickly.
Yeah. So, well, open up to questions. You got 5 minutes for questions.
Yeah.
John, you've got your hand up. So.
I think that was a legacy hand.
Okay, fine, fair enough. Dimitri, you've got some comments in the chat there. Did you have any questions? Dimitri? No? Other than just offering for your kids to play test it from the sounds of it. Any other questions? Yeah.
What sort of stories are being based in your game?
So I think the main story is it's not clear yet, but we try to make one main story to gather all the different worlds in one, and that's probably that you lost your language and you need to acquire it again, and so you start at the very low level and cannot speak and talk with anyone about anything. And where as you progress through the game, you get better and you get harder content. And at the start, it's really easy. And I think that's the main story. You lost your voice and you need to regain it. And yeah, and really the other stories that really comes down to the communities and what they want to do and what they want to create. So I, for example, had some ideas for for having like a restaurant mini game where you need to be the waiter and run around on the tables and get the right food to the right people and have a good conversation like you would do in a restaurant, and not insult them or something, because then you get a lower score. And yeah, that is one of the ideas I have, but we have a huge list of level ideas. So and sandbox games, because it's a sandbox game, they actually live from community created content. So we cannot say what are these stories yet.
Anne, you've got your hand up. How would you like to ask a question?
Please.
Yeah, it's a reaction really. I think it really excites me. I love your name, Edutainment. I love it. It's a very good name.
Thank you.
And I really like what you're doing. For me, it's always about the users on the front end of the inventions that are being brought out. And so the inventions are totally fascinating. And what I do is experiment them on the ground with the least likely people to see how that works. And I look forward to using this actually on the ground and giving you feedback on stories that, like Angela is saying, we do need some stories and some voices to plug into this whole ecosystem. And so I look forward to that. So for me, it's just a reaction, really, not a question.
Okay. Evan, do you want to ask a question?
Yeah. Actually, for me, it's not a question. I just wanted to add on top of that. My name is Evans. I come from Tanzania, and our local language is Swahili. So just in case you need support with Swahili translation or make Swahili stuff, I can be of help.
I definitely come back to you right now.
Yeah.
Like,
another thing is my PC is battery is about to die and we don't have power here, and I have a presentation to make. I don't know what can I do. My battery is very low.
Yeah, I don't know how we connect. Yes, you want.
Oh.
Hmm?
I
think we can facilitate that.
Yeah.
In terms of connections, and can't you?
Oh yeah, it just broke down. It looks like, damn it.
So I have a question for you. Is there anyone else from the room that wants to ask a question?
Yeah, I have two questions.
Yep.
So first I've asked, have you actually got kids to play our game and see whether it works as a game, not just as another way of trying to teach a subject of language, because my kids hate learning the local language because it's extremely difficult and boring for them to learn it. But they are very good at playing games. Like they play Minecraft all day, and another game called Roblox. So they are very good at. They are very good at. They will very well sniff out and see whether your game is actually a game, or whether it's some sort of another boring way of teaching a subject. So they will. My eldest son is giggling here in the background because he is quite aware of this thing. So what I want to know is, have you actually got kids who will play your game and evaluate it as a game, as actually immersive and entertaining?
Yeah.
Because my kids are quite capable of doing that, and every kid of that age group is going to easily know whether it's a game worth playing or whether it's yet another just a subject of learning.
Yeah, I totally understand. I think because that's a big problem, and because when you think about game and learning, you often just think about gamified stuff, and then you add a score and you add some reward, but it's not really meaningful, and then that's a game for you. No, it's not. So we really are trying to be a game. Yeah.
Time is up. So thank you, Mike, for that. And that's good. We'll carry on afterwards. So those are the presentations for Fund 7, the 3 that you've heard the presenters here today. Simon, though, I think you don't have a presentation in Fund 7, but you do want to do a sort of test, a dry run. Is that correct?
I thought I have a presentation in Fund. So I am listed later tonight.
All right.
So unless I get this wrong.
No, that's right.
There's also 2 other people. There's Evans and there's Anne.
Yeah, we kind of missed it. We didn't get in yet. We had applied for Idea Fest, but our names didn't appear at all.
Oh, okay.
So we've just not had a chance to present ourselves in any way.
Right. Okay. So Evans, and are you presenting one as well, Anne? Are you?
Yeah, Evans seems to have had a problem with his power. I don't know whether he's coming back.
Right. Well, do you want to do yours now, Anne? Or-
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll let Anne go next, and then
Mine is really short.
yeah.
Because
Can I do a
there's-
share screen?
Yes.
just because for some people the sign up was normally for the official Idea Fest, the deadline was Wednesday.
Just
So
didn't get the communication for some reason. I looked for it and I didn't see it.
yes,
I really did. I looked for it in my email. I looked for it everywhere.
It was
and I didn't
announced
see
in.
where I was supposed to sign up.
It was
So
announced.
maybe it's just.
It
Sorry?
was announced in each town hall, where it was included the sign up form also in the after town hall, because now we will. I'm totally open that people who didn't sign up have the possibility to present anyway. But what I need from you is your email address and the idea scaling to your proposal which you present. If not, we are not able to include the direct links to your proposal in the video catalog. So we are happy to stay flexible. We are happy to stay open. But please, everybody who presents now, please send me directly in the live chat here the idea scaling of your proposal and your email address.
Cool.
And the name of the presenter as well. So name of the presenter, email address, idea scaling of your fund server proposal you're presenting. So we are able to include it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I understand also there has been some confusion because we have a bunch of Idea Fest. We have 3 Idea Fests over the weekend rolling out. So it's sure there's some confusion. But yeah, we always stay flexible, so don't worry.
Thank you.
So if you want to go, Anne, we can do that now, or unless you want to hold off for a little bit, and Simon or Min can.
I can go.
Yeah, you can go.
Just get it over and done with.
Okay, right. Well, you've got. Do you need to share your screen at all?
Yes.
Okay, if you want to set that up, then we can get going. So share your screen.
Yeah, I think I'm on.
Okay. We haven't got the shared screen at the moment yet.
Yeah, I haven't gone to share screen yet. Let me just do it now.
Okay.
You got it? Do you have it?
It's coming up. I'll just wait. Right. Tell me when you're ready and I'll start the clock for 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
Right, off you go. 5 minutes now.
Yeah, so as I keep repeating this, that for me, it's always about the front enders, the people who are in the front of the screen that have to interact with the technology that comes to them. And I'm thinking about these girls. In the last 4 years, I have implemented a project called the Girl Education Challenge. And there's a girl that I see repeated, a Kenyan girl who, if actually given an opportunity to code with Haskell, how interesting would it be? And what is the problem? The problem is that Naisula represents at least the least likely person to be included in this world that is really moving ahead really fast. When I look at your kids are playing computer games already with Minecraft. Naisula has never even seen Minecraft. So how can she be considered for exposure? And the reason is because, for example, in a country like Kenya, our mean age is 19 years old. So if Cardano would come to a person like that, at that low level, it means that the scale up could happen and the sustainability enhanced because we could scale it up. Because if you could do it at such a tough environment, that means you could scale it up to any environment, so to speak. And so I like to challenge tech all the time to push it to an environment that would be least likely and see whether we can overcome the issues and the challenges. Because these girls' challenges are this child labor and early marriages and cultural practices that do not favor her. And she has very few chances in life, and there's a huge digital divide. What if we could actually do something about that? And this is an actual maths teacher helping an actual child in programs that I've implemented. And I have implemented these little laptops. So where I would be going back would be to these places where these little laptops are. Each of these children have been exposed to some level of technology. And so we could help them to acquire the skills. The teachers are already there. And so how about we start to improve her employability? How about we start to improve her coding capabilities? How about we start to improve her ability to participate with a wider world by setting up these training hubs? And these hubs would be in school settings and also in the community. And we could start some rudimentary training on functional programming and start to make them think functionally and computationally. And it is very easy to make it scalable once you're able to reach that. So let Project Catalyst give a chance to these people who are really mostly excluded. And let's be able to duplicate this model all over East Africa so that we can inspire this girl to innovate around her own problems and not always have pictures of other people and otherness coming to her. Let's give her skills for the future. Let's create a sustainability for the future of Cardano. So how would we do it? I would like to do it within a period of about 4 months between February and August, and see whether we can push out quite a bit of training in these hubs, because I know that this funding would jumpstart a real chain of events. So I look forward to us empowering Naisula through Cardano. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. Got 6 minutes. Question was quick. So any questions coming out? Anyone got any questions at all?
I had a question.
So how exactly would it happen?
How exactly would the training happen?
Yeah.
It would be through, first of all, the training material developments and the workbooks would have to be done. So there's already quite a bit going on. I know there's a lot of active information that's going on within the community. And I've been reading the proposals on education, and there's a lot going on. So just interacting with what's existing, because the innovators are at it, they're working hard. We've already got the edutainment, even just assessing some of these already developed materials and starting to develop more that are in line with this group. And then stakeholder engagement, quite a bit of stakeholder engagement with government to make sure that we can access these 400 girls in about 7 schools or 7 to 10 schools in a region that has this marginalization. We would install Wi-Fi and do the setups. Offline and online versions using servers. We have some servers, some little servers. I don't know whether you're familiar with the Rachel servers. We can put some of that content in there that can be available on LAN as well. So when we don't have connectivity, we may be able to do that. Then we do have the training and sensitization of the teachers. The teachers will have to be sensitized because they are the hand holders of these children. And then we'll have to configure and set up the learner devices and set up accounts. So if we are having scenarios where the inventors, have good programs, we could set up accounts and these children could start answering the question that was asked just now. What if I have children played with these games? Maybe we can start to use these scenarios that are already coming up within the Cardano system. And then we'll do the training of the children. And we will monitor and continue using the teachers, especially the mathematics teachers. Those would be the ones we'd be working with. Yeah, and then we will present these young people for a graduation event around July. The project closeout would be around August, and the post-project monitoring will be towards the end of the year. So this should take about 6 months to a year. Okay, does that answer your question?
Yep. Tim.
Thank you. Very detailed and useful.
Tim, do you want to ask your question?
Yeah, and since I really haven't been involved with teaching young children, this may be a naive question, but I'm wondering, does there need to be a bridge to sort of like make this relevant to the learners?
Yes.
Or, yeah, and how do you,
Definitely.
what kind of things can you like bring along with the teaching material to motivate them and see this is what can be done with blockchain?
Games, gaming.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
gaming. So I'm excited about edutainment. I'm excited about the solutions that I'm seeing in gaming. I also have a proposal for Naisula versus Ada game, or Naisula and Ada. So Naisula and her stories come up, and Ada Lovelace in 1800s also comes up because they're kind of similar. Ada in 1800s is kind of similar in terms of the thoughts, the mind of the people around 1800s. So Ada Naisula could have some points of convergence. And so bringing out stories, artifacts, these sculptures are very rich in artifacts. So NFTs, you know, and quite related to what we're looking at in the art project. Could we do illustrations and stories? So some stories will come up and it will be fodder for the game, the edutainment, people like edutainment will have fodder for stories that are relevant, that are interesting, that are fascinating, and maybe game challenges that are very interesting. Because let's say a girl has to kill a snake. You know, this doesn't happen in Singapore, but it happens in Maasai land. A girl has to, and she knows what a cobra is, she'll know what a black rat snake is. Can you imagine a game where the child, there's so much education that can come out of just those children living in their own culture. And they have so much knowledge from the environment that is never captured. They have so much inherent knowledge. They'll tell you this snake will not kill you. And they know that this snake will kill you and this one won't kill you. And you know, they have inherent knowledge. They can smell a hyena. They'll tell you a hyena is crossing just now, you know, because they navigate these very, very complex environments as they're going home from school. And so can you imagine lifting those stories and those stories coming out in a game? Can you imagine a child in Singapore playing that game? That would be exciting, I think.
So do you have another proposal for that?
I have several proposals that are spin-off of this. There's one for a game, Ada and Naisula gaming one. I have one for maths teachers. I do have several proposals spinning off from this particular one. It really stimulated my mind when I saw what could come out of this. It's quite a spin-off.
Can you drop a link?
Let me put them out on the, let me go to Idea Scale and put them out.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
That's cool. Okay, we've only got 2 seconds or so left. So what I was hoping is we can go on to the next person. Evans, are you ready to go? Would you like to set yourself up and get ready before we start the time?
Yes, I believe I'm ready to go.
Yeah, cool. So do you need to share the screen at all?
Yes, I need to share.
Okay, if you just set that up. And if you could stop sharing, that would be great. And then we'll switch you over.
I think the participant.
So just while we're waiting for Evans, I've got Min and Simon as well to do things, if I understand correctly. Right, you ready, Evans? Well, it's not quite up yet, so I'll wait till I get it up. Right, now we've got it up. You all ready to go? Yeah?
Yes, I'm ready to go. Yes, I'm ready.
Time starts now.
Okay, I come from Tanzania, located in East Africa, as you can see here in the map. Our local language is Swahili. The next language that people speak here is traditional languages. We have more than 100 tribes here. And another language, the third language people speak here is English, and that is for those who are fortunate enough to go to good schools, because it's not used commonly by most people. Those who are lucky that are literate are the ones that can speak English, most of them. And the population of our country is above 59 million. And to introduce more about our country, these are the flag colors of our country. We have green, yellow, black, and blue. Green represents the vegetation, which is covering large parts of the Tanzania. We have Serengeti, where the Lion King inspiration came from. We have the Ngorongoro, Manyara, and the rest. Yellow represents the minerals available in Tanzania. We have Tanzanite, gas, we have gold, uranium. The black represent natives, us, and blue represent the water, that the area covered by water, which we have Indian Ocean, which is covering this large part here. We have Lake Victoria, Lake Tanganyika, and Lake Nyasa as well. So those are the meaning of the colors of our national flag. On the challenges that we have proposed on Catalyst, we have 3 proposals. One is multilingual resources. The proposal is called Pluto's Catalyst Resources in Swahili. We're looking forward to translate the resources that are in Catalyst and Pluto's to Swahili so as to reach many people. Another challenge that we proposed on is community events, whereby we're looking forward to do physical events and online events here in Tanzania, but the ones that are online, that means we could cover even a bigger area, even outside people who are outside of Tanzania, but mainly those who speak Swahili. And another proposal is on the new SPO business opportunity, which we involve the trading company that I work for, or I am a founder also as well. And here the solutions and the budget that we asked for. For instance, the first one here, Pluto's Catalyst Swahili resources. We're looking forward to, we've asked for this budget here, and that is in here. I'm sorry, I won't be able, for the sake of time, I can't go through all the budget, but when you go to the proposals, you'll see them. They have been breaking down all of them. Let me reintroduce myself again. As I said, my name is Evan Sanga. I'm a veteran in MLM, multi-level marketing. Worked with different companies, but that's way back. But I got a lot of experience and skills of public speaking there. Also networking, because the MLM companies used to involve referring people to buy products and sell and doing direct selling. I'm also a co-founder and director of RFFXTZ company, a business consultancy company that is available here in Tanzania. It deals so much with financial markets. And I'm also a co-founder and director of NY Studios, a production studio which produces audio, adverts, music. And if the time will allow us, you'll get to hear a little snippet of some of my music, because I'm also an artist. I have a Bachelor of Science in Social Protection, attended at Institute of Finance Management. I'm a developer, blockchain enthusiast. I'm also a proposer and a catalyst advisor. Here, below here are the necessary social handles that you can connect with me. Other members of the team, I have Regina Makungu, her CV is there and all the documents. We have Madam Angela. We also have Madam Ain. Their CVs there. I can't go in detail about their experience and their CVs just because the time is not friendly. Other members of the team that we're going to work with involves our studio, NY Studios production that is located here in Tanzania. We're looking forward to produce content which will be audio, also visual, also graphical content. We're looking forward to partner with my company as well, Rich Feelings Forex Company, RFFXTZ, whereby to provide to facilitate the trainings.
Hey, so Evan, that's your time up. So thank you for doing that. It's a tough one, the 5 minutes. So I've got to try and keep everyone to that. So we've got 5 minutes for questions, starting now. So any questions coming through at all from anyone about what Evan's presented? Any at all?
I'm just wondering how many people speak Swahili in all these, across all these.
If you can see my presentation right now, there are 150 million people speaking Swahili, and this is the regions that the areas where the people speak Swahili.
Yeah.
Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Burundi, Rwanda, Zambia, Malawi, Congo, North Zambia, and Comoros.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that. Thank you. Thanks.
My pleasure.
Any other sort of questions? So I will pop in. First of all, is like a big thumbs up for translating anything to do with Plutus functional programming or anything else like that into Swahili. And certainly, hopefully you can use what the sort of jobs and work that we're doing in the Eastern Town Hall to actually do the translation. So that would be really, really great to see. How are you guys thinking about structuring the material, like the Plutus material itself? Where are you thinking of getting that from?
We have the partners, among the partners, members of the team. We have Angela, who's a Plutus pioneer. She's the one who will help us. She's the one who will be leading in the tech part.
I'm involved in putting that information together. I'm working with IOHK and the education department, especially through giving scholarships to Eastern Africans and actually Africans and South Americans to teach them Plutus and Haskell. So I have access to coding directly from EB, coding materials directly from EB, from IOHK, sorry.
That's cool. Could you just expand what you're thinking of doing with the community proposal?
Okay, what we are looking for to do the community proposal. If you go to the proposal, you'll see some of the events that we have been doing, training events where physical. Okay, I think I can also share it if you give me a second. We have been doing seminars. Some of them usually are free. Others are some people have to pay to attend. So what we were looking forward to do is do free seminars. With the fund that we will get, we are looking forward to do free seminars. First, we will start with the big regions here in Tanzania. The big 5 regions, which are capital cities: Dar es Salaam, Mwanza, Zanzibar, Dodoma, and Mbeya. Those are the regions that we are looking forward to start with. If you look at the attachment, you'll see some other community. We have some attachments. Unfortunately, I can't get them straight, but we have some attachment on the proposals that you can see the sort of the events that we have been doing. There are also videos there. There are physical events, and also we are looking forward to do online events so as to reach the people that can't access the trainings physically.
And any other question? Any questions from the room at all? Going? No. So for the SPO and trading, can you just expand a little bit on that proposal for me?
Okay, so with the SPO, we have seen the opportunity that is available in being an SPO. So with the fund that we asked for budget of 30 USD, whereby 20,000 USD will be used as the pledge, and the rest will be used for the team that involves the technical parts and also promoting and educating people. So with RFFXTZ, we have a community of over 20,000 who are traders in the financial market. And you can also see it in the, okay, unfortunately, I can't go through all the screens because I lost the time. But what I want to say is that we will show the opportunity. What we're looking for to do is show the opportunity to people of staking in the staking pool, and we believe the amount that we use to pledge will open our own staking pool, and we will invite people to stake with us. So we will show them the opportunity of staking, and it will also be marketed on our YouTube channel, which also has 23,000 subscribers, whereby we will also educating people about staking also as an alternative investment opportunity.
Cool. Okay. Well, that's basically about time. So thank you, Evans, for that. That's really good. So John, I think, is the next one up. Are you ready to go?
Yes. Okay.
Throw your stuff up and
Let me throw my stuff up. Is it loaded?
yep,
Can you see?
we can see it. So when you're ready, just let me. Are you ready to go?
Yes, I'm ready to go.
Goes. Timer starts now.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm John, just a simple guy with a dream of making a game. And this is Release 16C. The proposal was aimed at the Asian market. So here's the Chinese logo and the English logo. The game will launch on both sides of the world, so it's not just directly aiming at the Asian market. And what is Release? Release is an actual system in our universe, but 16C is a fictional super Earth-like planet that is 4 times the size of Earth. This enables the environment to be very dynamic and unpredictable. And that city presented is called Nightborg. It's a fun city that parties forever. The dome above it sort of shrouds the city in a forever nightfall. And there are so many cities like this will be in the world for the players to explore, as well as other caves, ruins, secret locations, and other points of interest. There will also be battles, as you can see on the bottom left, for players to fight with. And one of the anticipated reward is to collaborate with other games and throughout the metaverse, and they will be able to drop like other games NFTs. And these are the 4 out of 6 guards, as I would call it, the characters in game that are currently made. There are 2 more are being produced right now as we speak. And these are playable characters only obtainable through the founding NFT sales. So they'll only be unique to the people who get their hands on it first. This is our current roadmap. In Q1 in January, we're looking to launch the website and offer the first round of NFT sales. The proceedings of the sales would help build the MVP in Q2. And throughout February and March, we look to expand the team to hire the lore writers, character designers, environmental artists, and looking to also build a community that to get people to discuss about the project. And also I'll be completing the game design document and hand that over into a team that can build a prototype. And during Q2, we'll be sort of taking shape of the world for the community and us to a more tangible product. And within Q3, which is slightly further away, we'll primarily focus on developing the prologue of the game, shaping the storyline, and presenting a demo to the public. Hopefully there will also be a game trailer that I can showcase. And in Q4, it might be a very ambitious target to already bring out an alpha for the community to test, but that's what we're trying to aim for right now. And what are we looking for? The team is looking to look more other NFT games to collaborate with, and also as well as other website components. And we're looking for 33,000, and those are the breakdown of the cost that we're looking to distribute our fund to. Mainly almost half of them will go into prototyping. Although if the project doesn't get funded, that will still be going ahead because I'm actually really passionate about this project myself. So I'll be still forking out the money to go ahead with that. And on the right is just a work in progress wireframe that I'd like to showcase to the community that's a website I was working for, because I do get a lot of feedback saying that there isn't anything tangible yet that people can see. So they are quite a bit skeptical. So just showing what is happening in this world. And all in all, this game is more of there are already a lot of NFT games out there that are catered to the Western community. And because of the Chinese clampdown, there isn't actually a lot of Eastern Asian oriented NFT games. So I thought to bring this into the market and hopefully fill that gap.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Bang on time there, John.
Nice.
Bang, very nice indeed. So, are there any questions for John? We've got another 5 minutes for that. Tim.
Can't find you an idea scale.
Oh, wait, sorry. Let me paste this link, my proposal link in the chat. So,
Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, so I'm not familiar with NFTs on Cardano. I know the technology, but I'm very familiar with them on Ethereum, and I've done a few NFT sales.
Okay.
There's a concept around NFTs of uniqueness, like the number of pieces and the number of unique features. And we usually go to OpenSea to figure out the number of unique features and also to do resales. So is there a parallel system that we can use for your to find the uniqueness, to find it, and are you going to publish the number of pieces?
Yes.
And resale available?
Yes. Initially, I'm looking to work with NFT Maker Pro to create the website and also utilize their NFT sell function. And initially, we're looking to sell 6,000 of them.
6,000.
We don't have to, we don't want it to be too much because we want to retain the uniqueness of it. And regarding the resellability, there are still a range of websites that I'm still considering, but OpenSea is one of them that I'm looking at.
Okay, interesting. Thank you.
How does working with OpenSea across into the Cardano NFT space work? Have they got a bridge?
They don't publish one now. They have one for obviously Ethereum and two other, Korean blockchain and Matic. But hopefully we can build. Hopefully there'll be a bridge soon.
What is the age group that you're targeting on the game, or is it open for any age group?
Sorry?
Is there a particular age group that you target through the game, or is it open for any age group? Is it like G-rated, or is there any sort of thing
Dimitri, it's really hard to understand you. Your voice is. Maybe you can text your question in the chat.
He was basically asking if it was what the rating of the game would be targeted at. G-rated, children, adults. What?
Oh yes, the rating will be sort of like 15.
Okay, cool. Tim, you got your hand up again, or you never put it down?
Yeah, that's a legacy as somebody.
Cool. Right.
Legacy.
Any other questions? Anyone else got any sort of questions going on? Right. Right. So is there, in terms of, so I like the idea that you're actually focusing on this crossover between bringing in Chinese, Asian sort of themes to a game which is more generally available. So I'm just trying to understand, so what we've got up here is your rough sort of budget breakdown. Do you want to talk through that a little bit more in terms of where you think, like, what is the character design work, what work you're doing there?
Yes, so starting from the top, the lore writing, they're actually different from what I've researched into. They're actually really different from writing a storyline. Lore writing, there are more setting the world for us, like how the world functions and how the world is shaped. And illustrators will be designing the world like a concept artist. So they are really important to compensate the lore writing, the lack of graphical part. Character and graphic designers are people who will put those concept into actual tangible shape that people can play on. So those two are really important piece of a puzzle as well. So before I start prototyping, I'll need these. So these designing aspect to be really on point. And that's what the focus of the Q1 will be.
Okay, excellent. So yes, yeah, the law writing is actually quite important because, as Dimitri points in there, it creates the backstory in terms of what's going on. So that's and the interactive fiction writing is quite an art. So that's really good to see that you're calling that out. Okay, well that's about it. So that's the time. So thank you for that, John. Great to see.
Thank you very much.
Now, Min, is that correct? Is that how I pronounce your name?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my name.
Do you want to come up next? You're okay? Yeah.
Yes, I'm okay with coming next.
All right.
Can I share a slide?
Yep. If you'd like to share the screen, and then we can start the timer. Tell me when you're ready. All right, I've got your screen up, so you're ready to go? Yep. Okay, start the timer now.
And you're muted. Wait.
Oh, you're muted. I'll let you start again.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sharing just one tab, so there is a problem that I can't turn on my mic. So let me share it again on the full window. Thank you. Sorry about
No
that.
problem.
No problem.
Can you see my screen now?
I've got a black screen. I don't know about it.
Loading.
Oh, loading. Here we are. Yep, it's up now. Okay.
Oh, okay. So hello, everyone. We're from Vietnam. We're the 2-minute reveal team. Just a little bit background on us. We are
We lost them.
Damn.
Yep. Lost them.
There's something important to mention maybe for IdeaFest. Make sure to have a good internet connection.
I think we have lost them, Min. So how about we give him another chance and when he comes back in. So Simon, do you want to come on up and take over for the moment, and we'll wait for Min to come back and he'll come after you. You good for that, Simon?
Yes, hi. So
Hi.
I'm Simon, born in Germany, living in Indonesia. And excuse me, like my cognitive abilities are a little bit restricted. I'm up since 4 a.m. last.
Yeah, do you want to, can we stop Min's from sharing the screen so that, do you need to share the screen?
Yes.
Simon?
Yes, that'd be nice.
Yeah, if you share the screen and then bring up your stuff, and then we'll start the timer for you, and then you can go. And that way it's being recording. Okay, right. Just wait for your screen to come up. Okay,
Yes.
Great. So you ready? Time is now.
Yes, thank you. I'm Simon, born in Germany, living in Indonesia. This project is about co-creating events together, Cardano crowdsourced events. So the problem is there's no easy way for the Cardano Catalyst community and new people to connect to each other, suggest and vote for events to be created. So the solution would be to create a platform that allows anyone to easily create ideas for events, vote for and get feedback, and co-create events together. And the relevant experience is we have strong experience in organizing and facilitating community events ourselves, because most of us have been living in international communities, eco-villages, and have a lot of experiences with like consensus decision making and so on. What does success look like? So having developed the platform and having 30 people that have co-organized or participated in community events that have been organized on the platform. And we are targeting people inside the Cardano and Catalyst community and outside of the community, and wanting to bring them together. So some key metrics for success are number of people having participated in community events, as I just said, 30. Numbers of users, 100, and then we also have a diversity of participants, from East Africa, Asia, Australasia, and beyond, that have already said they're interested in joining and piloting, and experimenting with the platform. Then we would like to have like 50 idea events created on the platform, and then a total of 300 votes. So why is this important? So this is the quote is directly taken from the Catalyst. Community-driven projects like Catalyst need organized events to connect, discuss ideas, solve problems together, and initiate collaboration. So this project is directly aimed at solving this problem by having this platform to solve that. So how will this project add value to the ecosystem? Having a go-to place where anyone within and without the Cardano network can suggest ideas for events that can be voted for, expanded on, which will be fostering idea generation, collaboration, and the actual manifestation and holding of events. So the objectives are attracting new people to Cardano Catalyst, creating a simple way to bridge interaction between Cardano Catalyst stakeholders and everyone new to the community, creating a framework that allows for fast and effective experimentation on how to create mechanisms for how to best invite, incentivize people to suggest, vote on, and give feedback on events and ideas, create a creative idea generation, fair voting mechanisms, community consensus models. And this is also actually a little bit similar, of like the idea scale mechanisms we have there, and the how the community can give feedback and kudos and so on. So I actually see, being active in that platform, I see many things which are similar to actually the project. So about team and feasibility, so the team has, as I said at the beginning, strong experience in organizing, hosting, facilitating online and in-person events, and we also a part of the team has created an online event management software. So we're familiar with many of these, the challenges in event creation and management and so on. And we have a working demo and a prototype. And we have, as I said earlier, some people out of the Catalyst and Cardano community that and some projects that want to pilot with us. Here you can see some screenshots of the prototype, and on the website we also have different videos explaining different use cases. And what we want to do is now to evaluate the prototype we have and the features we have and so on, and see what part of the code we can use for this project, for tailored to Cardano and Catalyst. So that would be part of the roadmap. That would be like the second month, and in parallel we will be reaching out to more people that want to collaborate with us, and inside and outside the Cardano community that want to pilot on the platform. Then of course, doing the development and launching the first version, opening up for registrations, and continuing development, getting feedback and so on, and engaging the community. And then later to have, the goal would be to have one a specific concrete event, suggested, voted for, and organized on the platform.
Simon, that's your 5 minutes up, sorry. So I'm trying to keep it all.
Thank you. Yeah, that's actually it. Okay, cool. And that's the part of the team here.
Okay,
thank you.
So 5 minutes for questions, everyone. So who has got a question here? Tim, you've got your hand up this time. Is it legit?
I just want to address a certain dimension to it that I've kind of found recently, and that's like oftentimes we want to emphasize number one in your list, which is attracting people to Cardano. And I see a lot of problems like in the spaces, certain spaces like food safety, many players, but you just, they don't know Cardano, and reaching out to them one by one is extremely time consuming. So do you have the technology, and B, like maybe follow-up plans on how we can create these meetings where we're actually not just reaching out internally, but actually making an equal extension out into the general community? Thank you.
Yes, thank you for that question. So, so the idea would be to actually have, I mean, in the first phase when we're still developing, to reach out to people, as I just mentioned. But then once we have the platform, to kind of make it like Cardano, not Cardano, like make it public and open, so anyone could join and also give feedback and have like some exchange, some forum there. So people who actually don't know anything could come there and kind of get a good foot into the door by, you know, asking questions or having maybe an idea of creating an event they're interested in, but maybe they don't know they could be doing that, you know, within the community, and there are other stakeholders and or other projects they can collaborate with. So that's kind of the idea in the second phase. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Any other sort of questions coming in? Anyone? John. Okay.
Yes. Do you have any, like, it would be great if you could integrate with Metaverse where everyone can just come in and out and just watch the event happening. Is there any pipeline on that?
Not at the moment. So, and right now the focus of the platform is actually kind of like facilitating the creation of the co-creation of the event, you know, whether it could, I mean, could be in person, it could be online, you know, and so actually the holding of the event would be like a separate level, you know, and we're not thinking about this at the moment. I've received, of course, ideas about this, but maybe in the future, but not at the moment, no.
Felix.
Thank you.
Because I know there are a bunch of groups already which are hosting amazing community events in deep communication, coordination, and collaboration in the ecosystem. And did you include them in the ideation of this platform as well? Because you're speaking about collaboration, right?
Yes, no, not as much as I would like. I would have liked to, because of like time restriction on my side, unfortunately. So but there's like 3-4 people projects I am like in light touch with, and I would like to include more, but I haven't included them as much as I would like to. But this is the hope, like for the coming months then, to do that more. Yeah, thank you. But that's a great reminder. Yes.
And Simon has been coming along to Eastern Town Halls and talking about Favos a little bit, and we've been discussing it in a while. So here, my question for you is around, so your initial plan is really just to do the crowdsourcing of events and try and surface those demand for particular types of events. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, okay, cool. And no, any other questions for people out there? Anyone else? No?
Yeah, maybe. You mentioned you do some events in East Africa. What do you mean with East Africa?
Yes, so this comes actually from some of the previous town hall meetings I was involved in. So then, you know, we have some group from the Cardano community, East Africa, and then Australia, and then Indonesia, that just said, you know, we're interested in your project. If you have this platform, we'd like to use it for for managing or for like or co-creating the events, or getting, you know, more feedback on the event, on the events they're doing anyways, or they're planning anyways.
Okay, great. That's your time up for questions. Thank you, Simon. So Min,
thank you.
Have another shot, shall we, at your presentation, if you want to start.
Yes, I'm just really sorry. Wi-Fi is suddenly shut down. It's kind of awkward.
Yeah. That's all right. We fully expect things to break here, and plans to change a little bit. So when you're ready, I've got your screen up, so you can start now. Yes, off you go. Timer starts.
Okay, I'll start now. Hello, everyone. We're from Vietnam, and we're the Tumen Rebuild team. A little bit background on that. In Fund 6, we're developing our products called as the 2-min filter to drop out unqualified products in qualified proposal in Catalyst. And our Fund 7 mission is to improve more of our products and involve the technology developments, also integrating the community. So our team consists of 4 people, called the core team. Mr. Duke Tiger, the founder of our projects, me, Hyojun, and Huigun, also our dev team, which is currently working in Japan. So we said our problems is that the number of proposals is increasing by each month, and the information volume is also increasing. We can calculate that average of 500 words per each proposal, and each user on Catalyst who is reading the proposal, they have different backgrounds on languages and professions, and it could take you 25 days to read more than 700 proposals if you spend an hour per day. So our old solution mechanism is to actually have the data from Catalyst, importing them to our 2-min filter and cleaning out the unqualified proposal, then transfer it to CA tool for assessing, and finally come out with the results. And one of the major problems is that these results is not reached out for people outside of our community of 2-min review yet. And if people outside who want to approach the information, they didn't have much access. So that's why we built on the new solution mechanism to actually compiling 3 functions of importing, cleaning, assessing, to make it less time consuming in one app. And with this data here, we can actually process it and displaying back to the app for users, or we can get this data to broadcasting to more people outside of our community to actually get know more about proposal. So you can see that in the second model, there's higher scalability, more time efficiency, and result could be informed of multi-channels. That's why in 2-min review, this Fund 7, we're making 3 proposals, 1 for our app, and the 2 ones for the social media. One's by Vietnamese voice is for the Vietnamese community, and the voice for busy voters is for the speaking community, English speaking community. So first, introduction on the platform. So one of the advantages of using this is that it has the interaction enhancement by our UI design and the security, and it has the scalability to be decentralized, and it can be made into multilingual features, like for example, Malaysians, Indonesia, or other Asian countries. So it is also community-based because users can have connection and give feedback for us, and it is also non-profit. This is our roadmap, but you can read on more proposal. It's kind of lengthy, but in general, it has 6 stages. The first one is initiate a proposal, build a system, back-end coding, front-end coding, UI app coding, Q&A launching app, and feedback with update. We make a KPI summary here. You can read also in your proposals. We make a metric score from 1 to 5 based on the percentage of our criteria here, which we have 5 of them. The number of downloads and registration, active accounts, user satisfaction, platform sustainability, and risk management. You can also find more information about role, task, forecasting graphs, measurement method, how we do it, formulas and ratio in our proposal. So we're calling for $12,298 for this app. So extending to the other proposals, we're giving the problems on our own mechanism, how we define the results be approached to by anyone. So we actually set our solutions is that we address the challenge by making YouTube videos and podcasts that is less than 2 minutes to our community. And this is made before the deadline of the fund, so people can approach to the information and cast a vote. Our production process is to take 25% of qualified proposal, processing them, making articles, turning them into videos, and uploading them to our social media channel. So the video making process, to be more specific, is taking article from the community and reviewed by core team, and then turning them into scripts, once again reviewed by the core team, and our final videos made by us. We also include some technology like FDAI or speech shallow to automatically, like text-to-speech function to make it faster with also the videos framework. Our KPI for these 2 proposal, it's average view duration, average percentage view, and new subscribers.
Min,
Yes.
that's the 5 minutes up. So if
Yes.
we can have any sort of questions from everyone, that would be great. You got 5 minutes on questions. Thank you. Anyone?
Yes.
Got questions going? You want to talk? Or, John, you want to go?
Yes. You would review the proposals and submit YouTube videos, and there
Yes.
are. This round has about over 900 proposals. I'm assuming next Fund 8 will be way more than this as well.
Yeah.
How do you have the manpower to do them?
Yeah, this is the actually usual question that we get from everyone is how do you deal with the massive amount of proposal? So if you follow the human review in Fund 6, we build a spreadsheet-based tool to actually drop and qualify projects out within 2 minutes. It's actually a really fast process if you're doing it consistently. And we have a lot of people which are doing it now. And like all results of that. So in order to deal with even more massive proposal in the future, we'll actually include the process of machine learning, for example. It's on tech teams to actually automatically drop out unqualified proposal. But the tuning apps, the main focus is to enhance the user experience. So they evaluate proposal themselves. So they get to know that what is the pros and cons of the project, so they can actually cast a vote for themselves. And for people who is not using the app, they can take the data from the users who is actually make already. So that's like a huge community which using the app. So at the end of the day, we have the data, we can inform them. Yeah. Yep. Thank you.
Any other questions, Tim? Off you go.
Yeah, I'm wondering how revenue trickles down to the users, because I guess the CAs get paid per review. Do they still get the full funds for the review, or is there a model of a money flow as it goes from the Cardano system to the reviewer?
I think that for this question, we're actually working out with Catalyst. If our project is impactful enough, we can, build a bridge there. And unfortunately, the CAs which work on our
Looks like we've lost them again. Have we? Oh dear, we have. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, but yeah, 2 minutes left, and that's the way it goes. We've lost them again. Okay, thank you very much, everyone, for presenting. That's really cool. There's turned out to be more than we expected, but that's brilliant in terms of everyone coming in and presenting. I think that's wonderful. Really, really nice. We're coming up to almost 2 hours or anything going on. So does anyone want any specific questions for anyone that's sort of been presented here? Then we can just have an open discussion. Oh, Min, you froze again.
Yes, oh, sorry. Tim, did you hear my answers, or I can answer again?
You can answer you now, but it won't be recorded because we'll have to cut it off, but you can answer away anyway. Go ahead and answer.
So like back into Tim's questions about the CAs really be paid. I think that in for the future, if our project is impactful enough, we can bridge into Catalyst and finally make a deal of people using our apps could be paid as normal as people using CA tools today. Yes, that's something we'll be questioning in the future and working that out.
Okay, yes. Thank you.
Any other questions for Min quickly before I stop the recording on that, and then we carry on? Anyone? No? Okay, I'm going to stop the recording now. So don't say anything enlightening or wise or anything else like that, because it won't be recorded.
Hi, everyone. My name is John, member of the CPay project. The proposal we submit on the Catalyst total CPay church order anti-spam order. Now we show. In this presentation, I would like to highlight the following. So, can you back slide, please? Next, thank you. Next, the next time. Okay. In this presentation, I would like to highlight the following problem and solve, prototype demo, visual and KPI, roadmap, team, and voting. Oh, nice. And why church order? I think it will reduce failed order, which can be caused by system error, payment verification errors, spam errors, and scam. Now we change the usual way of payment by pay with other two Coty platform. And this existing problem for order less up you either fear as crypto journal for order keep increasing 10% every year. Scam offer fraud order and just derivatives and limitation of application you either in real life. Most of either used for persecution, less either real life application, and not everyone know either fully. So when the system makes a lot of people still cares crypto. We don't understand crypto benefit. So unfamiliar with crypto due to lack of real app. So and how we show them. We have to showing them transparency pay and with smart contract process and more either adoption, massive adoption, and pay with confidence. And now, and this is for one with web platform with the CPay plugin is deployed. You can type in the search box and Coty either. It will show CPay plugin and other plugin here. Now you click one either pay. Next, here is show all the information of the CPay plugin and visual and language, and can you add to the site? You click here. The next side. And so next. So next, and the CPay Plus adds an either pay button to the end user side. Now you add click either pay checkout. Next side. And you see as a ADP checkout button and click here. Yeah, ADP checkout, click here, and next. Here, information about the amount with ADP number in order checkout. Now you either check out, please. Click here. Next. We can see is transactions come list. Next here. So here's some key feature of CPay Plus. Now, CPay Plus has the real-time USD to ADA conversion and payment with smart contract, fast and seamless payment for order filtering, and merchant resting and continuous improvement and real-time support. Other feature, for example, multi-language and UI multi-templates have next in the future. Thank you. Next. Here's some key feature of CP Plus, and now CP KPI. We have the number of the installed plugin, amount of either payment by CPay, and transactions per day, and the growing rest of order per merchant, and reduction rest of pro order. The next.
Chom, can you go faster? 5 minutes already complete. I think we can send you 1 minute for additional.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I think 1 minute for you to complete the slide. Okay, thank you. Chắc là
Please go ahead.
Go ahead. 1 minute
Okay.
for you.
Now next slide, please. Here, we will pack the product as a SaaS. This will help us utilize the coding resource along with creating your interface on different platforms and speed up the integration process for a wide range of future customers. Pack in distribute the CPay plugin here. Can you see? We guess API Coding platform. Yeah, we guess API Coding platform and pack the product, my product as SaaS, and distribute for customer the website platform, shop, and e-commerce platform. Okay, next. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chom. Thank you. Thank you for the presentation.
Okay, this.
Hello, Eileen.
Yes.
Yeah, that is team member, right? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Question, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Nhà mình có ai hỏi về dự án này không ạ? Nếu mà mọi người có ai hỏi, mọi người có thể giơ tay ạ. Hoặc là chat trên khung chat ạ. Trọng ơi, cho anh hỏi một chút là nếu mà cung cấp cái này thành một cái SaaS đấy thì cái mô hình cung cấp đến với người dùng ấy thì tính phí thế nào hay là làm miễn phí hả?
Nó có nhiều phiên bản, ví dụ như là cái phiên bản mà mình để dùng cho những cái dịch vụ mới á, thì thường là mình sẽ miễn phí một phần, và sau đó thì nó có nhiều cái cấp độ. Thứ nhất là mình dùng cho miễn phí, thứ hai là dùng cho cái trial khoảng 1 tháng, hoặc là ít hơn hoặc nhiều hơn thì do là mình định nghĩa. Còn cái phiên bản cuối cùng, mà phiên bản mà dùng phí hàng tháng hoặc hàng năm thì mình cũng có thể định nghĩa được. Tuy nhiên những cái phiên bản đấy thì rất là đầy đủ.
Anh nhìn thấy có một cái mà đang muốn hỏi bên cái dự án này của Trọng là cái phần giao dịch đấy, thường thường giao dịch trên thanh toán như vậy nó sẽ có thể chậm hơn giao dịch bình thường, thì thông thường thì mình sẽ giải quyết bài toán này như thế nào?
Chậm hơn thì có nhiều nguyên nhân, ví dụ như là về phía cái API của Coti, về phía trên server của mình, plugin của mình viết không chuẩn thì có thể là gây ra những cái lỗi mà làm chậm cái tiến trình gọi cái hàm của bên Coti sang. Nhưng mà phần lớn là không phụ thuộc nhiều vào cái hệ thống của mình, tại vì hệ thống của mình cái phần payment nó thuộc vào cái core của Coti hơn.
Ở đây thì có cái cơ hội nào để cho có thể là biến thành là giả mạo không em?
Giả mạo như nào, anh có thể nói
có cơ hội đấy để thành giả mạo giao dịch được không nhỉ?
Giả mạo thì không thể giả mạo được đâu, tại vì là mình dùng cái blockchain smart contract để dùng giao dịch, làm sao không có chuyện giả mạo được. Hoặc là có thể bị là nghẽn cái giao dịch đấy và họ không cái thành công giao dịch đấy, nhưng mà không thể giả mạo trong cái chuyện đấy được.
Không nhìn thấy cái mô hình cái mô hình
nó chỉ giả mạo nó chỉ giả mạo bằng cách là có thể là họ dùng những cái template của mình như là một cái sản phẩm hoàn thiện của mình, nhưng mà khi mà vào thanh toán chi tiết hoặc là những cái gì sâu bên trong cái app của mình thì họ sẽ không thể dùng được, có thể giả mạo giao diện bên ngoài thôi. Nhưng mà về phía khách hàng thì vẫn an toàn cho giao dịch. Bởi vì mình đứng ở cái trung gian, mình không có quyết định thì cái sai trong cái tên của họ.
Bởi vì là một số cái anh không hiểu cái mô hình kết nối với lại Coti thì chắc là cái plugin của mình cũng chỉ là gọi những cái giao tiếp với API, với Coti có API thôi đúng không?
Chính xác. Bây giờ hiện tại thì để giải quyết cái challenge của cái Coti này thì mình làm đúng cái yêu cầu của họ. Tức là làm đúng cái yêu cầu của họ là dùng cái platform của Coti để mình gọi qua lại lẫn nhau và sử dụng hoàn toàn cái core của Coti. Nhưng về sau này á, thì khi mà phát triển sang cái dịch vụ như này thì mình có thể là xây dựng những cái smart contract nó gắn với cái plugin của mình, cũng có thể là một cái smart contract dùng, hoặc là những cái Coti, dạng Coti khác mà mình có thể là ứng dụng trong cái app của mình được. Ngoài cái việc là pay ADA thì mình có thể pay các đồng khác, DJX hay là những cái đồng tương tự chẳng hạn.
Anh cũng đọc thấy một phần của proposal của em, CPay proposal vẫn còn một phần về cái phần đó. Nói phần đó về chưa thấy mọi người nói rõ về phần đấy. Ok, cả nhà mình có ai có câu hỏi gì cho CPay không ạ? Cho Trọng và đội nhóm không ạ?
Cho mình hỏi một câu được không?
Dạ, xin mời ạ.
Cho mình hỏi nhá, thì tại sao mình lại phải dùng qua Coti, mình không sử dụng luôn trên nền tảng Cardano? Cái việc chi trả này thì tại sao lại phải dùng Coti platform này? Nó có chạy trực tiếp trên nền tảng Cardano thì sao?
Dạ, em vẫn chưa nghe rõ cái câu hỏi của anh. Chắc là do mạng chập chờn.
Alo. Đây nhá, ví dụ như mình đang sử dụng cái nền tảng của Coti để sử dụng cái việc chi trả qua ADA đúng không? Thì tại
Đúng
sao
rồi.
mình không chạy trên nền tảng của Cardano luôn? Mình
Đúng rồi.
có thể trả từ ví của người dùng ADA này sang ví của ADA khác.
Đấy có thể là cái phase tiếp theo của mình. Nhưng mà cái phase này thì mình làm thế sẽ lệch với cái bài toán của Coti đưa ra, và cái dự án của mình sẽ không nằm trong cái challenge của họ.
Thế bạn có phân tích cho mình hiểu tại sao mà lại dùng cái Coti không? Vì là như thế này nó phải qua một trung gian là Coti đúng không? Chứ
Đúng rồi,
không trên không phải
tại
là
vì
qua platform của blockchain.
cái Coti sẽ tài trợ cho cái dự án này, và họ đặt ra những cái yêu cầu là sử dụng cái API của họ, cái nền tảng của họ có sẵn để tích hợp vào các trang thương mại điện tử. Vì vậy mà mình không thể làm khác được cái yêu cầu của họ. Thì có thể là tiếp theo nhóm sẽ phát triển thêm là PayAda trực tiếp, hoặc là gắn thêm những cái đồng khác vào để pay tiếp. Thì đây là một cái nền tảng mở và nó không phụ thuộc vào cái đồng nào trong tương lai.
Đúng rồi. Cái này là dự án CPay thì được nộp vào trong cái challenge, cái thử thách của Coti, nên là cậu buộc phải dùng plugin của Coti. Tuy nhiên là trong hôm trước cậu trao đổi với đội nhóm thì cái này do mình cũng làm CA, mình cũng chấm cái dự án này nên mình cũng hỏi lại mọi người là cái phần này cũng có phần là mọi người cũng có cái dự kiến là sau này dùng smart contract để giao tiếp trực tiếp trên nền tảng của blockchain nào đó. Nhưng mà cái đấy là do một cái phase sau của dự án chứ không phải là thời điểm hiện tại. Thời điểm hiện tại là các bạn vẫn giao tiếp qua Coti để tận dụng cái thử thách của Coti.
Dạ, đúng rồi.
Thì cho mình hỏi thêm một tí nữa là có nghĩa là cái lợi thế ở mình tại thời điểm hiện tại ấy, là làm trên nền tảng platform của Coti nó dễ đơn giản hơn, hay là nó với cả trên nền tảng Cardano, hai cái đấy thì nó có cái gì về mặt kỹ thuật không, khó khăn về mặt kỹ thuật hơn không?
Tất nhiên là dạ em cảm ơn. Câu hỏi cũng rất là thú vị. Và tại sao mình làm thế là vì là Coti họ đã xây dựng sẵn một cái nền tảng rất là đầy đủ cho cả những cái phần mà giao diện riêng của họ, để chỉ có việc là cắm vào những cái nền tảng thương mại thôi. Tuy nhiên thì theo em nghĩ là họ không có nhiều cái lực lượng để đi là gắn trực tiếp vào những cái trang thương mại điện tử vì rất nhiều. Thành ra họ đưa ra những cái yêu cầu này để lấy những cái dự án mà được fund làm theo cái yêu cầu của họ, và họ chỉ việc triển khai trên cái đó. Cái thứ hai nữa là vì họ xây dựng đầy đủ như vậy rồi thì đương nhiên là dễ hơn so với mình việc xây dựng lại một cái smart contract để payment, bởi vì là mình phải test net rồi mình test rất là mệt. Cái đó là nó mất thời gian rất nhiều.
Cái này nó cũng hay lắm là các bạn ấy đi qua Coti ấy thì đối với những đơn vị nào không cần biết blockchain họ cũng có thể giải quyết được bài toán của họ. Còn nếu mà đội nào mà muốn giao tiếp trực tiếp với nền tảng blockchain thì họ phải biết được kiến thức về blockchain. Và nếu tận dụng một Coti thì mọi người chỉ cần biết được cái lập trình và web và lập trình tương tác được với lại API là họ ok rồi. Ok, cảm ơn Trọng. Chắc là nếu anh chị em nào có câu hỏi tiếp ấy thì mọi người có thể trao đổi lại nhau trên nhóm Telegram. Mình sẽ dành thời gian cho một dự án tiếp theo. Dự án tiếp theo là của bạn Ngọc Khánh, về phần gọi là.
Okay, thank you for providing the chance. My name is Phạm Ngọc Khánh, and I'm the advisor of this project. And today is very nice for me to present about our project. The name is IRONSKY Game NFT built on Cardano. Can you go next slide, please? Yeah. So the project name is IRONSKY PlaytoEarn Milestone.88. And the problem we are going to solve is we are seeing that in the current ecosystem, it still has very few NFT game, and it makes the Cardano is not really competitive with other ecosystem. And to solve this issue, we try to develop a highly entertaining mobile game that has NFT integration with the metaverse on Cardano blockchain. So with this game, we want to contribute to have to enrich the current Cardano ecosystem and make it more available in the current crypto market. Can you go next slide, please? First is a short introduction about game. So the main character is a boy who grew up in the war and joined the effort to protect the homeland. So players will own a spaceship to fight against enemy, and and during the game, the player will get the game items or viewers after they pass they complete a mission or they go through a phase. So currently we are thinking of 6 phases for this game: Aurora, Lunar, Solar, Star, Galaxy, and Universe. And we already define the first 4 phases of the game, and the last 2 phases we are still thinking how to design it. About the type of subscription, we are thinking about three types of subscription. So first is free, so player can still experience the game at the very basic level, and they can hunt for very basic items. The next subscription is play to earn, so it allows users to purchase and exchange items at some part of the game, and for such kind of special item, it can use to exchange as the NFT items, and user can use it to buy or sell with other players in the game. And in the final stage, we are going to integrate with others like other systems such as the travel booking system. So it will be perfect scenario where user can use IDA coin to book for their travel. So for a short demo, can you click on the YouTube link so you can see a short demo of our game in YouTube? Yeah, this is the prototype of our game. It's still at very early stage, so you can see it maybe a little bit simple, but it can be improved in the next phase. So
1 minute left. Okay.
Yeah, due to the short of the time, so we will move next. Can you move to the next slide? Okay, so for this project, we have a very big teams, and our team have more than 15 years of experience in mobile development, and we have an international team working for many global techs in many fields like game designer, blockchains, securities and clouds. Next slide, please. Our estimated budget for this project is $30,000 US. It is used for many phases in the game, like system design, game marketing, and etc. Please go to the next slide.
Thumbs up.
Okay, and here's our roadmap, and we plan to have the full release of the game by Q1 of 2023. Please go to the next slide, please. And to get in touch with us, you can go to our homepage or contact our. We have our contact form in the homepage, or you can go directly to the link in the project page in IRONSKY webpage. Thank you very much for your listening, and I think we can go to the question and answer discussion part.
Thank you, Khánh. Now time for Q&A. Mọi người có thể đặt câu hỏi cho dự án.
Ai muốn trở lại cái slide nào thì cứ nói nha. If anyone want me to move to whichever slide, please tell me so I move there. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you can open the project webpage, so it may be easier for people to have more details about our project. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is our website, and also we have the project page in idea scale.
Khánh, as we have a many metaverse game on the other infrastructure, the other blockchain ecosystem. So now you are going to build another game on one game on Cardano. So how do you attract more user to your game?
It is interesting questions. So I think it's based on the game design. So I think we have an interesting characters, and we try to have a good game scenarios, and we have a good team with the experienced game designers. So we think with a good game design, we can attract more users, and also we also like we have some scenario to retain user with the game, like user can get some reward through completing the mission, or they have the daily mission or weekly missions, or in the future we can do like multiplayer scenario where user can play to each other, or they can group into a team and play with other teams. So it will, I think it will be more like attractive than other game. And also in the future we want to integrate with we want to design our own metaverse and NFT marketplace, so user can exchange the item as well, so they can earn during the game by exchange the items, the game items.
Thank you, Khánh. Thank you for your answer. I think very interesting that you have a more challenge for player, like daily challenge or weekly challenge for player. Thank you.
Okay, well done, team, and welcome to another second game for Vietnam. Hopefully, the project will be flourish in next whichever 3 months, 3 year time, 2 year times, I believe. So good luck and welcome. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much.
Rồi, xin chào các bạn. Thì tôi hôm nay đại diện cho nhóm trình bày một cái dự án về cái hệ thống pool trên hệ thống đóng block ở trên nền tảng Caro. Thì như các bạn đã biết thì trên cái hệ thống Caro hiện tại thì có các cái nốt và có gọi là pool. Mỗi cái pool sẽ được giao nhiệm vụ là đóng các cái block của cái chuỗi khối Cardano. Thì hiện tại thì các cái pool này nó tập trung hầu hết ở trên các cái dịch vụ cloud phổ biến như là Google hay là Amazon, và hiện tại thì nó đang tập trung tại Mỹ và Đức, ở châu Âu. Đức là chính, như trên thống kê ở trên cái trang web ADA tool.org. Đấy. Thì chúng tôi như có thấy thì sẽ đăng ký một cái dự án trên cái fan 7, và chúng tôi sẽ cung cấp các cái nền tảng về để tối ưu hóa cái việc làm sao để xây dựng một cái pool để cho nó thuận tiện nhất đối với người thực hiện, tạo ra cái pool và vận hành nó một cách đơn giản nhất cho những cái người mà không biết về công nghệ, không biết về lập trình mà vẫn có thể là sử dụng được, vận hành được cái hệ thống pool, làm sao cho nó được phân tán trên toàn thế giới. Thì chúng tôi là những người và có kinh nghiệm để đã tạo ra pool và đang chạy hệ thống hơn 1 năm nay. Anh em chúng tôi đã có cái hệ thống pool Hara và vị Nai đã vận hành trên pool. Và cái việc thứ hai là để đơn giản cho cái việc mà vận hành pool này thì chúng tôi cung cấp một cái pool chạy trên pi, là một cái máy tính mini và chạy bằng năng lượng mặt trời để thực hiện cái việc là sử dụng cái năng lượng sạch như IO Hồng Kông Hắc Vân Sơn đã nói. Và chúng tôi việc vận hành các cái nhóm cổ phần trên nền tảng đám mây cloud sẽ mang cái sự thuận tiện trong cái việc cài đặt, cấu hình và vận hành, thậm chí là có thể cái phần chi phí có thể là gọi là chi phí biến đổi. Thì là hầu hết các cái nhóm hiện tại đang sử dụng các cái nhà cung cấp như tôi trình bày ở phía trên, như là Google hay là Amazon, và nó tập trung ở các cái nước Đức hay là Mỹ. Thì điều này dẫn đến là cái sự tập trung hóa về mặt, thứ nhất là về mặt các cái cung cấp dịch vụ của mấy cái nhà cung cấp dịch vụ đó. Thứ hai là cung cấp về tập trung về mặt địa lý, dẫn đến là các cái phần gặp về phần gọi là an ninh mạng hay là về phần nguy hiểm về hệ thống có thể xảy ra. Nếu ví dụ như là và nếu ví dụ như là đất cát qua chẳng hạn, thì các cái khu vực khác nó có sẽ dẫn đến ảnh hưởng và các cái vấn đề, ví dụ như là bị tấn công vào một cái hệ thống của một cái nhà cung cấp dịch vụ nào đấy thì cũng sẽ dẫn đến ảnh hưởng đến hệ mạng lưới. Và thứ hai là cái việc cài đặt vận hành bây giờ thì hiện tại nó cũng tương đối là khó khăn cho những cái người mà chủ của pool. Tất cả các cái dân gọi là những người kỹ thuật thì mới làm được những cái đấy, thì chúng tôi sẽ làm cái đơn giản hóa cái việc đấy đi, làm sao cho những người gọi là những cái chủ pool bây giờ, hiện tại những người chủ pool là những người phần lớn là đang là những người nắm giữ cái đồng ADA, có quyền vote và có quyền đóng block cho nền tảng, và chúng tôi muốn làm sao những cái người như thế có thể ok. Và giải pháp của chúng tôi là để tạo ra các cái hướng dẫn và video ngắn để có thể đơn giản hóa bằng tiếng Việt để triển khai trên sử dụng nhanh được. Lợi ích của cái việc này là sẽ thúc đẩy cái phi tập trung phân tán trên toàn cầu, chủ sở hữu có thể là vận hành một cách đơn giản. Và cái chúng tôi có thể tiến hành thành 3 pha. Pha thứ nhất là tạo ra các cái video đơn giản và đưa đến cái người cộng đồng. Và thứ hai là xây dựng một cái bộ tích điện và lưu điện từ năng lượng mặt trời, sẽ set up một cái pool chạy với 2 relay và một BP trên Raspberry Pi và sử dụng năng lượng mặt trời. Và cái pha thứ ba là chúng tôi pha thứ ba chúng tôi sẽ xin tài trợ, tạo ra một cái phần cứng cố định để và xin cái tài trợ của IO Hồng Kông để có thể đóng được một cái khối trên cái phần cứng kit này. Cái phần kit này chúng tôi tham vọng là sẽ chuyển và sẽ thương mại hóa được. Và sau khi hoàn thành cái dự án này, tôi sẽ, đây là cái cấu hình của một cái Raspberry Pi, thì chúng tôi sẽ compact tất cả cái cấu hình đó lại. Các người chủ pool chỉ cần copy cái key vào là có thể vận hành được. Và team của chúng tôi gồm 2 thành viên, là tôi và anh Tiến là chủ của 2 cái pool chạy từ chạy được hơn 1 năm, gần 1 năm nay. Và cuối cùng thì xin cảm ơn và xin mời các bạn đặt cái câu hỏi. Xin cảm ơn.
So I will summarize about the proposal. The proposal trying to solve problems that now there are many pools running on a common cloud provider like GCP, Google Cloud Platform, or AWS and Azure. And we found that there are many technical instructions in the current document. So we try to simplify the document for non-tech user can deploy the old pool by themselves. And the second thing, we are trying to aim to create a pool running on Raspberry Pi by solar energy, and then we package them as a product, a packet product, and then any user, any non-tech user can buy it and deploy the key and run the open on it, but it's at a simple way. We will try a prototype, and we ask IOG to delegate or co-more delegate to produce some common first block to make sure that our solution work and running. That is the proposal I aim to do. Thank you very much. And now time for Q&A.
I have
The
one
power,
question. When did the power shut down?
With the Raspberry Pi, we have a battery, and the battery will last for a certain day, up to the packet you want to buy. Let's say up to the capacity of the battery you purchase.
And what if the manpower grid is shut down? Like the whole city is shut down, for example. I can see that your power battery stack can sustainable for this tiny device. However, what if the infrastructure, like the whole street, is shut down, and then there is no internet? What is your backup? And because as the delegator, we're concerned about block generation. So what are the solution and impact for the delegator? Thank you.
Yes, the interesting question. And as we know, telco provider have the old power backup for them. With our solution, as you can see, we calculate the battery to accommodate on the power need from the BP and relay, as well as the router for you. So on the packet can run without the main power, providing that you need the telco provider up and running, and they can give you the internet connection.
Okay, thank you. Very promising. But I believe there is some project in Japan they run at the moment, I believe. Good luck, team. Good luck.
Okay.
Dạ em xin con mời câu hỏi của anh Hiếu giơ tay đúng không?
Đúng rồi. Cho em hỏi một câu, nó có rủi ro gì về vấn đề bảo mật khi mình sử dụng cái này không ạ? Ví dụ như kiểu mình có dùng các server của Google hay là Amazon thì cái việc bảo mật thì, đương nhiên về phần hệ thống thì các anh cũng giải thích rất rõ cái lợi ích rồi. Nhưng mà nếu mà chỉ dành cho các chủ pool đơn lẻ thì cái hệ thống các anh đang xây dựng thì nó có rủi ro gì về vấn đề bảo mật không? Và nếu có thì mình có những giải pháp gì không ạ?
Lại phần trả lời câu hỏi cho Hiệu.
Hello. Có nghĩa là ở đây là bạn muốn hỏi là cái pool sử dụng chạy trên Pi đúng không ạ?
Vâng.
Cái bảo mật chạy trên Pi đúng không?
Đúng rồi ạ.
Đúng là cái việc mà bảo mật và các cái trên Pi ấy, thì thực ra với anh nhân linh cho em cái sơ đồ đầu tiên đấy, cái sơ đồ thứ hai, trang thứ hai đây, trang thứ hai đấy, cái chỗ không, cái chỗ đấy đúng không? Đây với cái việc mà thiết kế của cái nền tảng Cardano nó thực hiện là rất hay. Thứ nhất là cái core này là cái mà nó để đóng block, cái đóng cái chuỗi khối của mình ấy, thì là nó hoàn toàn là nằm ở phía sau. Tất cả các cái relay này nó mới là cái mà nó đưa mặt ra cái bên ngoài, cái mạng lưới bên ngoài của hệ thống. Vì vậy mà là cái phần mà cái core mà cái quan trọng nhất là để đóng block thì nó được giấu ở phía sau. Đấy là cái khi mà cái mạng lưới Cardano nó đã thiết kế để đảm bảo rằng là nó tương đối là an toàn. Cái thứ hai là trong trên cái hệ thống của mình ấy, thì cũng cần phải bảo mật thêm là chỉ cho phép những cái IP nào được kết nối vào cái relay của mình và chặn những cái gọi là các cái xâm nhập vào cái core của mình. Đấy là cái tường lửa ấy ở trên cái router ở tại nhà mình ấy, mình hoàn toàn là có thể là set up được những cái từ đấy, và trên cái hệ thống pool và cài đặt trên hệ thống ngay lúc thì cũng có thể là set up được những cái tường lửa như vậy, là hoàn toàn có thể là chặn được những cái việc xâm nhập. Alo.
Tức là em hiểu là cái giải pháp này thì trong đấy thì mình cũng có hướng dẫn luôn cả các cái việc xây dựng các cái tường lửa đấy để chống các cái việc tấn công hoặc là bảo mật, đúng không ạ?
Đúng rồi, vâng. Cái phần mà mình đã set up thành cái kit rồi đấy, có cái thì nó đã có sẵn ở cái phần mềm và các thứ ở trong cái đấy sẵn rồi, mình chỉ cần copy key vào thôi để chạy thôi. Thì các cái tường lửa đấy chúng tôi đã xây dựng sẵn, và phần cái phần hướng dẫn thì cũng có cái phần đấy, có cả hai phần, một phần hướng dẫn ở trên các cái xây dựng các tường lửa ấy thì đã có, và phần thứ hai là phần mà mình đã set up một cái kit sẵn thì cũng đã xây dựng sẵn các cái phần đấy cho người sử dụng.
Vâng, ok, thank you anh.
Okay, let me translate that part, yeah? So the question was that, what happened to the firewall? So based on the proposal explained that there is two layers. The layer one is the relay. The relay is another Linux box, which is Raspberry as well as the second one. And these are standby pretty much. And this is according to the Cardano blockchain design originally, is the producer is behind here, that's the producer. And there is a firewall behind here. So the proposer or explain that the incoming packet, so that is the incoming packet here, that's the incoming packet and incoming packet here, it's been firewall, and they have the mechanism where they can stop the fake or the fail example, the DOS or DDoS, whatever the IP address trying to penetrate into the producer or the core the core, what is that Linux behind? I mean, whatever that Ubuntu or CentOS. So the answer here, yes, there is a firewall, regardless this is a homemade or custom made, in contrast with AWS or Google or Azure Cloud. So that is my best explanation. I hope the team like it. Thank you.
Dạ tiếp theo em xin mời anh Trọng ạ. Anh Trọng có câu hỏi đúng không anh? Anh Trọng mình bật mic nha anh.
Sao không Trọng được?
Alo.
Dạ rồi.
Ok, hỏi team mình một câu là trong cái trường hợp mà mình đi vào thực tế á, thì team mình đã nghĩ tới hoặc là có một estimate nào cho cái việc là môi trường cho cái pin và cái pi đó chưa? Tức là cái môi trường để có thể là bảo vệ cái tuổi thọ của chúng, hoặc là một cái cơ sở hạ tầng nào đó để có thể là phòng chứa hay là như thế nào để bảo vệ được cái hệ thống của mình.
Vâng, thì mình thực ra cái con pi này nó rất gọn nhỏ, nó chỉ bằng bao thuốc lá thôi, chắc mà bạn chắc cũng biết đúng không? Thì cái đấy nó chủ yếu là mình làm mát, là mình cần phải có một cái ví dụ mình để trồng 3 cái con pi vào nhau để cho chạy thành cái pool giống như cái hình mình đã sâu ấy. Thì nó chỉ kích thước nó tầm khoảng 10-10 đây, ví dụ cái này hình hộp 10-10 thôi, rất nhỏ và nó không cần phải quạt, chủ yếu mình để ở chỗ nào khô ráo và thoáng mát, giống như là các cái modem của mình đang sử dụng, tivi trước mình đang sử dụng nó tương tự giống như thế thôi, thì nó chạy bình thường. Hiện tại mình đã chạy cái con pi này rồi hơn 1 năm nay, không thấy vấn đề gì, mình đang chạy được rồi.
Okay, thank you.
Can I translate that part? I think translate.
Focus on battery, not on Raspberry Pi. So how what we can do to make a battery last longer? Sau đấy mà là cái giải pháp nào đấy hoặc là cách nào đấy mình có để cho cái battery nó kéo dài tuổi thọ được của cái kit này hơn thì nó sẽ tốt hơn. Mình nghĩ là cái câu hỏi của Trọng thì focus vào cái phần đấy hơn là cái phần của Raspberry Pi.
Ok. Cái tuổi thọ của cái pin ấy thì nó phụ thuộc vào rất nhiều vào cái vấn đề là mình chạy nó như thế nào. Ví dụ nó sử dụng nó cái tuổi thọ, ví dụ nó làm ví dụ nó cái phần nạp xả cho cái pin, chẳng hạn nó đưa ra cái khuyến cáo của nhà sản xuất pin, nhà Apple đấy, battery ấy, thì là nó khuyến cáo là 10.000 lần phóng nạp thì là 10 lần nó là xả đến dưới 30%, hoặc xong nạp lên đầy thì là mới là tính là 1 lần. Vì vậy là mình làm sao thiết kế cái hệ thống của mình sạc trong cái thời gian ban ngày thì là nắng để sạc cho nó, và ban đêm là lấy nó ra để sử dụng, thì làm sao mình thiết kế cho nó chưa đến, không chạy ngày bình thường ấy, là không chạy đến hết cái năng lượng đến để 30% để nó tính là một chu kỳ phóng nạp, thì là nó sẽ được kéo dài cái tuổi thọ của cái pin này ra. Đấy là cái bài toán mà mình sẽ làm tăng tuổi thọ của cái battery này.
Okay, so the question is how to keep the battery and hold the kit last longer for the owner. The first thing for a Raspberry Pi, the proposal says that Raspberry Pi have a minimum cooling requirement. And second thing, for battery, the important thing to keep the battery last longer is charge and discharge interval. So proposal try to charge the battery on the daytime and discharge on the nighttime, and calculate optimize charge and discharge interval to keep the battery last longer for the owner. Thank you.
Dạ, dạ vẫn còn một người đặt câu hỏi nữa là anh Đức ạ. Em xin mời anh Đức.
Cảm ơn My.
Dạ.
Câu hỏi em xin gửi tới team anh, hai anh, đó là nếu như mà một người vận hành pool ở các quốc gia gọi là xa xôi hẻo lánh như ở Việt Nam đi, trong đó là có đặc biệt là có một điều đặc biệt bất lợi, đó là chất lượng đường truyền internet nó rất là kém, nó không đảm bảo được cái thời gian duy trì cái mạng lưới liên tục, gọi là uptime ấy. Thì cái hệ thống này có phù hợp không các anh nhỉ?
Hello, can you give an answer?
Đúng. Ok, xin trả lời câu hỏi của Đức. Thì đúng là cái hiện tại cái mạng lưới mà internet của các cái địa phương ấy, nó thỉnh thoảng thực ra đôi lúc có những cái vấn đề về đường truyền, thì nó cũng là một cái mà nó có bất lợi cho cái việc vận hành pool. Với những cái pool mà lớn mà đóng block liên tục ấy, thì cái khả năng mà rớt mạng và có thể dẫn đến là mất block thì là có thể xảy ra. Nhưng mà với khi mà mình đăng ký một cái đường truyền cố định, mình đăng ký một cái gọi là IP cố định ấy, thì cái việc đấy sẽ giảm bớt đi tương đối là nhiều. Và cái thứ hai là nếu mà mình có thể là backup thêm một cái đường mạng của nhà cung cấp khác thì sẽ giải quyết được cái bài toán mất mạng hơn. Nhưng mà được một cái là mình sẽ được một cái là sẽ được mang tính chất là phi tập trung hơn, và sẽ sau này những cái ứng dụng mà sẽ chạy ấy, thì nó sẽ khi mà các cái pool đóng block của mình ấy mà được phân tán đều trên khắp thế giới ấy, thì khi mà cái việc mà vận các cái ứng dụng mà sẽ chạy sau này ấy, thì sẽ thực hiện cái việc giao dịch nó sẽ nhanh hơn rất nhiều. Các bạn cũng có biết là khi mà các cái giao dịch mà chuyển đi kết nối giữa các cái pool với nhau để truyền dữ liệu với nhau ấy, thì nó sẽ mất nhiều thời gian để chuyển từ cái nút này đến nút khác, đúng không? Ví dụ từ Việt Nam mình phải đóng một cái block ở bên Mỹ chẳng hạn, thì nó sẽ mất cái đường truyền từ đây sang Mỹ, nó chuyển qua rất nhiều các cái trung tâm, qua vệ tinh, rồi là qua các cái trung tâm phân phối cái thông tin đấy, nên là nó sẽ chậm đi. Khi mà cái hệ thống mạng lưới Cardano của mình được phân bổ đều ra thì cái giao dịch của mình sẽ thực hiện sẽ nhanh hơn rất nhiều. Và cái lợi ích dùng cái pi đây là cái để thể hiện rằng là cái sử dụng cái mạng lưới so sánh với cả cái cơ chế Proof of Work ấy, là nó sử dụng rất ít điện. Cái khả năng đấy sử dụng có thể năng lượng mặt trời và bất cứ ở đâu có thể là có internet là có thể sử dụng được.
Okay. Any more question? So the question just then is the same as mine from the Tiger, whereas if the power is not sustainable enough in terms of the infrastructure in certain country, how this pool is going to be. So that really depends, I believe. Okay, so that's a final for the Raspberry, and it is our last proposal presentation. And I believe with the solution in a certain country and able to run with the minimal 340 ADA to do this, payment monthly, yearly, whatever that for ADA. So this is really, a good startup, which is the team already run this project for 1 year already as a trial. So I believe this project will be a very good future. So well done, team. Thank you. So that's it for us. And now Mai will be take care of the rest. Thank you.
Okay, so please, you can start recording now, I think.
Okay, the following group present 3 proposals in one go, and then I hope that we can translate back as much as we can. And we do provide the link for all 3 similar and focus the same end goal proposal as well as the purpose. So hopefully you enjoy with us for the next couple of minutes. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. Xin chào mọi người, thì đại diện cho nhóm Two Min Review thì hôm nay tôi sẽ trình bày về các cái proposal mà Two Min Review đăng ký tại Catalyst Fund 7. Thì trước hết thì chúng tôi xin nói ngắn qua thì những cái vấn đề trọng tâm mà Two Min Review hướng đến là để cải thiện và giúp cho phát triển cái cộng đồng bằng những cái sản phẩm và những cái công cụ và chiến lược để cải thiện khả năng tiếp cận thông tin của cộng đồng đối với Project Catalyst và Cardano nói chung. Team của chúng tôi thì bao gồm founder là anh Đức, là một cái community development mà nhiều người Việt Nam biết đến, cùng với 3 thành viên core team là bạn Minh Bùi, anh Hiếu Trần và tôi là Huy Vương. Và đồng thời là trong proposal thì chúng tôi cũng có cộng tác với một cái team dev bao gồm 3 thành viên là anh Lê Quang Thắng, anh Trần Nam Thắng và anh Nguyễn Kim Trọng. Thứ nhất thì vấn đề mà chúng tôi hướng đến giải quyết là như chúng ta đều đã biết thì số lượng các cái proposal trong mỗi cái Catalyst Fund là đang tăng theo một tốc độ rất nhanh, và từ đó thì dẫn đến cái khối lượng thông tin trong mỗi proposal cũng tăng theo. Như chúng tôi ước tính thì với một cái trung bình là khoảng 50 từ trên một proposal thì một người bình thường với tốc độ đọc bình thường sẽ mất khoảng 25 ngày để đọc khoảng hơn 700 proposal của Fund 6, và sẽ hơn như vậy đối với các cái khối lượng proposal của Fund 7. Và do đó những người sử dụng với nhiều cái background khác nhau và nhiều cái ngôn ngữ khác nhau cũng như là nghề nghiệp khác nhau, đặc biệt là những người bận rộn, những cái voucher bận rộn thì họ sẽ gặp rất nhiều khó khăn để có thể là tiếp thu và hiểu được các cái thông tin được cung cấp. Và những cái giải pháp cũ đã được hiện đã được sử dụng là chúng ta có một cái data từ Catalyst, và chúng tôi đã sử dụng công cụ bằng Google Backsheet của Two Min và đã thử nghiệm để có thể cleaning làm sạch, rồi sau đó lọc ra một số kết quả và sử dụng CA tool hiện có và để đánh giá các cái proposal. Sau đó chúng ta cho ra các cái báo cáo, các kết quả. Và cái quy trình mới mà chúng tôi đề xuất thì nó giúp cải thiện cái việc tích hợp các cái khâu import, cleaning và accessing vào một cái application tích hợp là Two Min Review. Qua quá trình xử lý dữ liệu thì các cái kết quả cũng sẽ được trình bày trên cái app này, và đồng thời là từ cái kết quả đó thì chúng tôi cũng sẽ sản xuất các cái nội dung để có thể là làm công tác truyền thông trên 2 cái kênh là YouTube và Spotify. Và từ đó thì những cái đối tượng voucher khác nhau họ có thể tiếp cận được với các cái nội dung thông tin đã được xử lý, phân tích và được đánh giá để có thể là tăng khả năng tiếp thu của người, những cái người voucher, đặc biệt những người voucher có sự bận rộn nhất định. Và đây là một sự so sánh giữa cái quy trình cũ và quy trình mới, cho thấy là ưu điểm là chúng tôi có cái khả năng mở rộng nhanh hơn, cao hơn, và cái tính hiệu quả về thời gian cao hơn, và cũng như là cái kết quả đầu cuối, kết quả cuối cùng thì nó sẽ không khô khan như là những cái hiện tại và trước đây. Nó không phải là một cái báo cáo khô khan mà chúng tôi sẽ có những cái content hấp dẫn được trình bày trên các cái kênh truyền thông của Two Min Review. Và từ những cái vấn đề đó chúng tôi nảy sinh ra ba cái vấn đề giải pháp cần phải giải quyết, và tương ứng với đó là 3 cái proposal chúng tôi kêu gọi đề nghị có cái chi phí để chúng tôi làm. Thứ nhất là một cái platform để chúng tôi tích hợp các cái quy trình đó lại, giúp cho người dùng có thể trải nghiệm một cách liên tục các cái công đoạn từ import dữ liệu và đánh giá, và sau đó là xem các cái report. Thứ hai là hai cái proposal còn lại là để chúng tôi sản xuất các cái nội dung phục vụ cho cộng đồng người Việt, và một cái nội dung là phục vụ cho những cái voucher busy của quốc tế nói chung. Và từ đây thì tôi xin bắt đầu bằng cái proposal thứ nhất là một cái platform tích hợp một cái application được chúng tôi đăng ký trong cái challenge của Improve and Grow Auditability. Thì cái app to min review này thì đây là một cái clip nhanh để demo những cái gì mà chúng tôi dự định là cho người dùng trải nghiệm. Họ có thể đăng nhập vào, họ có thể là xem các cái proposal, có kết quả của các cái CA, và sau đó là họ có thể chọn các cái tùy chọn để đánh giá. Và trong cái roadmap dự kiến chúng tôi thì chúng tôi cũng dự kiến đưa ra các bước, và dự kiến là đến quý 2 năm 2022 là chúng tôi sẽ ra mắt cái app này. Và chúng tôi cũng có xác định các cái KPI để có thể là so sánh đo lường cái mức độ hiệu quả của ứng dụng, phục vụ là lấy người dùng làm trọng tâm. Và kinh phí đề nghị để chúng tôi xây dựng cái ứng dụng này là 12.298 đô la. Và cái proposal thứ hai và thứ ba là các cái proposal để chúng tôi tạo dựng các cái content để phục vụ cho những cái người voucher ở Việt Nam và những người voucher ở quốc tế nhưng có cái đặc thù bận rộn và không có thời gian nhiều. Và tại sao là chúng tôi phải làm như vậy thì như đã nhắc lại là cái quy trình hiện nay nó có một cái điểm yếu là các kết quả đầu ra nó rất là khô khan và không dễ dàng có thể tiếp thu được đối với những cái người bộ phận cộng đồng nói chung, và những cái bộ phận cộng đồng có sự bận rộn và hạn chế về thời gian. Do đó chúng tôi lập ra hai cái kênh truyền thông và tiến hành kiến tạo các cái nội dung với cái độ dài khoảng ngắn hơn dưới từ 2 phút trở lại, từ một kênh YouTube, một kênh Spotify, theo một quy trình là từ dựa trên một cái app mà chúng tôi đã trình bày lúc nãy, và chúng tôi có những kết quả đầu ra xử lý, và sau đó tiến hành là sản xuất các cái nội dung của các cái proposal. Thì quy trình sản xuất của chúng tôi là thứ nhất là dựa trên tổng các proposal, chúng tôi tiến hành lọc ra các cái proposal khoảng 25% proposal có chất lượng nhất định, và sau đó chúng tôi tiến hành xử lý và kêu gọi cộng đồng và cùng với cái đội của Chumin để viết những cái article, những cái bài phân tích ngắn để chúng tôi có thể là tiến hành dựa vào đó mà làm sản xuất ra những cái video, sau đó upload lên các cái kênh truyền thông của mình. Và cụ thể hơn thì việc làm video thì nó sẽ có thêm một số các công đoạn là chúng tôi các cái article thì chúng tôi cũng có từ cộng đồng cung cấp lên, thì chúng tôi sẽ có đội ngũ core team để có thể review lại, và cũng như tương tự như vậy là script, và sau đó dựa trên những cái script mà đã được duyệt hoàn chỉnh thì chúng tôi tiến hành sản xuất các video và sử dụng các cái công nghệ, các cái công cụ có sẵn về speak Trello để có thể là có cái giọng nói tiếng Anh phục vụ cộng đồng quốc tế, và các plugin về của FPT AI để có thể có giọng nói tiếng Việt để phục vụ cho cộng đồng Việt Nam. Và chúng tôi cũng đưa ra những cái KPI để đo lường cái mức độ hiệu quả của các kênh truyền thông này. do đây là những kênh truyền thông mà có cái nội dung ngắn gọn liên quan đến thông tin và ít cái tính giải trí, nên chúng tôi đặt ra 3 cái chỉ số chính liên quan đến cái average view duration, là cái thời lượng xem trung bình, average percentage view là cái phần trăm xem của mỗi video, và cuối cùng là cái tốc độ và tăng trưởng của subscriber một tháng. Và đó là những nội dung tiếp theo là cái budget, thì cái này tôi cũng đã trình bày trong proposal. Đối với proposal proposal thứ nhất là cho các cái VC voter thì chúng tôi sản xuất proposal thứ nhất dành cho các Vietnamese community thì chúng tôi kêu gọi một khoản quỹ là 18.480 USD để sản xuất các video có nội dung tiếng Việt phục vụ cho cộng đồng người Việt. Và cái proposal thứ hai là chúng tôi kêu gọi khoảng 12.000 USD để sản xuất các nội dung tiếng Anh cho cộng đồng quốc tế, đặc biệt là các đối tượng mà không có thời gian hạn chế để chúng tôi có thể phục vụ họ. Và đây là một cái tổng kết lại là trong cái phân 7 này thì Chumin mong muốn là sản xuất các cái tạo ra các content, phát triển một cái app để phục vụ người dùng, và cũng kêu gọi đề xuất hai cái proposal để có thể sản xuất 2 content phục vụ. Thứ nhất là đối tượng là những người cộng đồng Việt ngữ, người Việt Nam. Thứ hai là đối tượng những cái cộng đồng quốc tế nhưng có cái thời gian hạn chế, và cũng đưa ra những cái output dự kiến như đã trình bày. Vâng, và đó là tất cả những cái nội dung mà đội ngũ Chumin Review mong muốn truyền tải hôm nay. Xin cảm ơn tất cả các anh chị.
Thank you. Question Tom, please.
Huy ơi, anh cho anh hỏi một câu Huy.
Dạ.
Với cái việc mà cái dự án Tumin for busy people, busy voter, thì bởi bản chất của mình là tổng kết lại những cái dự án, và mình tổng kết lại những cái thông tin, thì làm thế nào đấy để cái việc tổng kết đấy nó đảm bảo thông tin cốt lõi được, và đảm bảo được thông tin chính, giữ được cái chất của dự án.
Dạ thì đây cũng là vấn đề quan trọng, là khi mà kêu gọi cái góp sức của cộng đồng thì tại vì nếu mà kết quả dự kiến phải sàng lọc là nếu mà lấy ra 25% các cái proposal thì cái khối lượng dự kiến là có khoảng 250 cái proposal mà Chumin Review phải sản xuất cái nội dung liên quan đến 250 proposal đó. Thì để dựa trên, thứ nhất nguồn lực là dựa trên cái đội ngũ mà core team của Chumin Review, thứ hai là dựa trên cộng đồng, và thứ ba là cái nguồn lực mà cộng tác với một số cái community advisors để một số community advisor để có thể là sàng lọc và tiếp thu các cái ý kiến quan trọng của cái proposal đó. Và đó là cái cách mà nhóm hướng đến giải quyết.
Thank you.
Okay, I going to go ahead, please.
Em xin bổ sung câu trả lời của Huy cho anh Tiến, cho câu hỏi của anh Tiến. Chắc anh Tiến có quan tâm đến cái chỗ là đối với những cái đối với những cái proposal mà nó có thời nó cái độ dài ngắn của cái proposal, hoặc là cái chất lượng của các proposal nó khác nhau, thì làm sao để mình chắt lọc được, đúng không? Ý câu hỏi của anh Tiến là như vậy đúng không?
Đúng rồi em, bởi vì là anh thấy là bản chất của việc chắt lọc ấy là lược bỏ thông tin.
Rồi.
Đúng không? Mà đã lược bỏ thông tin thì câu hỏi đặt ra là làm sao lược bỏ mà vẫn giữ được chất lượng.
Ok. Đấy thì đương nhiên rồi, có các bộ tiêu chí, có các câu hỏi trong một bộ tiêu chí, trong đó là bộ câu hỏi cho gồm có 3 tiêu chí cho ở trên cái bộ công cụ là to min. Ngoài ra còn có bộ câu hỏi cho excellent ở cái tool là excellent. Đấy, thì nó gồm 8 câu hỏi nữa, tổng cộng là nó có khoảng tầm 11 cho tới 15 câu hỏi. Đấy, thì chiếu theo bộ câu hỏi đó thì đã có các cái team đánh giá, thì chúng ta sẽ chắt lọc lại. Dù một cái proposal nó chỉ có 3 trang giấy hay là nó có 300 trang giấy thì nó cũng đều như nhau cả. Đấy, chúng ta sẽ chiếu cái câu hỏi chiếu theo các tiêu chí đó thôi. Rất mong là cái ok. Rồi em xin.
Rất tiếp đi anh nói hết câu luôn đi anh.
Rất mong là cái bộ rất tiếc là chưa có kịp làm cái bản demo cho cái video review này, nhưng mà hy vọng là trong thời gian tới đây là sẽ kịp ra mắt cái video review, làm sao chỉ trong vòng 2 phút để mà có thể cô đọng lại được một cái dự án 3 trang, hay là có những cái dự án tới 30 trang để chỉ vẫn đủ thông hiểu ra gì, vì chúng ta cần một cái nhìn tóm tắt cho mỗi cái proposal để định khi mà vote hỗ trợ đắc lực. Rồi, xin hết.
Ok. Hiệu có hỏi gì à?
Mình hỏi cho hỏi team anh nhé, thì với cái dự án này thì bạn đang xin là ba cái dự án, thì ví dụ vì là chọn được, ví dụ mà cái dự án đầu tiên là cái dự án đào tạo cái platform ấy, software ấy, mà không lừa ạt thì 2 cái dự án sau có chạy được không, thì team có cái cách nào để khắc phục cái điều đấy?
Em xin trả lời câu hỏi của anh.
Đức trả lời.
Vâng, em xin trả lời câu hỏi của anh là ba đề án này là độc lập với nhau. Vâng.
Okay, the question from the question is really exciting about the project. The question whether if the first proposal or project is not able to run or is run, would that impact the second 2 projects or not? Please. That's the question from Mr. Hill. Thank you.
Ok ạ. 3 cái đề án này, 3 cái bản đề xuất này là độc lập với nhau. Nếu như mà cái đề án, một cái bản đề án mà để xây dựng một cái app mà chưa chạy thì chúng ta sẽ không có app để xài, không có app để dùng. Nhưng mà chúng ta vẫn còn các cái bộ công cụ ở trên các bộ công cụ đang làm sẵn, đó là làm trên file Google Sheet. Đấy, cho nên là chúng ta vẫn có cái bộ công cụ đó để làm. Hiện giờ các bản demo vẫn đang làm mà không cần phải có app, cho nên là câu hỏi của anh Hiếu đó là đề án thứ nhất mà không được cấp vốn thì vẫn chạy được. Còn 2 đề án kia thì sao? Nếu như mà không làm, nếu như mà không có được cấp kinh phí thì thì vẫn chỉ dừng lại ở demo thôi, bởi vì kinh phí kinh phí để lấy là để có một phần là chi cho cộng đồng, tức là sẽ sử dụng nguồn lực của cộng đồng, tức là sẽ kêu gọi những cộng đồng tham gia vào cái việc là biên dịch các cái proposal này và trình bày các bản proposal để đưa lên trên các kênh truyền thông và sử dụng cái kinh phí để trả cho người tham gia vào, tức là xây dựng cái tức là team đề xuất cái kinh phí này thì có một phần để chi trả cho cộng đồng chứ không phải là hoàn toàn của team.
Okay,
cho nên
can
là
I translate that?
câu trả lời
Too much. Okay, the answer from the founder that we're the 3 projects that's independently able to run, right? So the answer from the founder, which is Mr. Doug Tiger, that saying that if any of these projects are fun or not fun, that is not impact the whole entirely project. So there is a alternative solution and also able to fund for the project run itself, which is obtain or receive the intensive from current translation, project translation, whereas they can have a certain sustainable fund for the project to run. So I hope that I can sum enough. If not, please give some your objection. Thank you. Next question, please. Mình có question ha, một câu hỏi cuối cùng. Ba cái project này là chạy tất cả trên apps hay là chạy trên cái extension team? Tất cả những cái này là chạy trong extension hay là chạy trong cái chạy trên smartphone?
Cái app này là chạy trên một cái app độc lập anh nhé. Hiện giờ request là để chạy một cái app độc lập ấy.
Nhưng mà cái apps này là sẽ chạy trong cái tiny screen, cái smartphone hay là chạy trên cái màn hình bự?
Chạy cả trên web và cả trên trình duyệt nữa anh nhé.
Okay. So my question was
trên smartphone, cả smartphone và cả trình duyệt máy tính nhầm.
Okay. So my question was a little bit in terms of user UI purpose. That whether the apps, because I saw the demonstration is only on the smartphone, so I told the proposer, I mean the reader, would be able to read on that tiny screen. That would be impact on the health and safety after a week of work. So the answer was yes, the apps of 3 applications, I mean 3 output of that project will run both on smartphone with a tiny screen as well as on a browser base. Thank you, thank you. Any other question, please? And we close if anyone other have other input. So in the meantime, if anyone have ready your question, so there is a link that we will push this link, this URL right beneath of the video. And then if you got any information like wish to contact the team, you can revise the project or any contribution, please refer to their team member. And I believe the project here will help a lot for, as mentioned, as native Vietnamese speaking, as well as the busy English, who don't have time to go through a number of projects. Like this Fund 7, we got around 900 projects to go through. So this project's really promising. Thank you, Tim. Thanks so much.